masters, masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters, masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse.
Hey everybody, it's Monday night. Welcome to Hyper RPG. This is Masters of the Metaverse, a crazy sci-fi mix-up RPG done in conjunction with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. More or less take quantum leaps, splice it together with sliders, add some dice, and a lot of audience interaction. And that's the show that we've got planned for you tonight. We are very excited to be here in this new slot on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific. Yes. We've been playing on Saturday afternoons for a bit, and it's been cool. But now we all get to play in the evening, so that's kind of neat.
Yes.
This show is built around a modified version of the Tri-Stat system, which means that rolling low is better, and the degree by which you beat your target number is very important in determining the degree of your success. The characters in this show are playing the players here, our performers are playing two different characters at once. They are playing a meta pilot who leaps into an avatar in a different reality using some sort of insert techno babble here. The way that it works in the show is that they have these sliders in front of them that help you see where they are between those two personalities, and the closer they are to one extreme or the other, the more powerful they become in that identity. And the more access they have to the gifts and skills and abilities, the powers of that identity. I know that sounds a little crazy, but it will make sense as you see the game progress. You at home, you are chat. You are the computerized hyper reality amplifier and transformer. You are the AI of the metapod system. You are the determiners of what happens in the show and how it all goes. In the past, chat has done things like wipe out an entire town just because they wanted to make a joke about boats.
It was funny.
It was funny, actually. Last week, someone tried to send us to the land of Oz to fight munchkins stormtroopers. So there's a lot of interesting things that happen in this show, and we are excited to have you be a part of that. One of the things that, if you check out the store at, someone will do the exclamation point metaverse thing, and then you'll see the Spray Logic link, and all that will show up. But the way this works is also that we keep a running total as we go through the evening. And once we hit $500 in total store purchases, we offer up what we call a golden waffle. And that is where we get suggestions from chat, one of you guys chosen randomly. And the next week we create next week, because now we're not doing two shows in 2 days.
No, we're not.
The next week we present to
Let's
you
not do that again.
Customized song built for you and your suggestions. We do another one at $1,215. We also do one at, I think it's $1,750, and there's also some other boosts and some such things that happen throughout the night. Yes. So we are excited to throw all of that at you. The show, I didn't put that link up, the one I forgot to bring up, as I said, is also done in conjunction with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, a Seattle-based film company heavily involved in shows like Journey Quest, season 3 of which is just about to drop.
That's right, yeah.
In the next month, we're going to get Journey Quest season 3, and there's also wonderful shows like The Gamers and such. But I'm realizing I need to...
I hear Such is particularly good.
Such.
Really good.
I've seen Such, and Such is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than So-and-So.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We'll step up.
Such is more of a team effort. So-and-so is very,
But every week come on, I'm not logged in anymore. I vamp all the time, can you tell? Every week the backers on Patreon are able to vote on various buffs for the team and give them some bonuses to their rolls and some extra hit points and fun stuff like that.
Thank you, Patreon.
And I am just trying to get that information right now because I forgot to put that up.
We believe it's there.
Oh, it's here.
I also believe that Chris has the most bonus points and the most armor.
Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes Christian wins.
When I looked earlier today,
Sometimes
I
I
had
deserve
no
it.
bonus to my roll, so we'll see.
That'd be a nice change.
Oh, for the love. So many links.
So many things.
Links for days.
think I've
Many
played.
links.
Links for
Links for days.
Sorry.
So
Glenn.
many- you.
So many links.
Thank
was,
you.
So many links was for the DS.
Yeah.
The whole show will not just be me trying to find one page on
We
Patreon.
we could just wait, and then once it eventually occurs.
But as soon as I start, it's going to kick in.
well, then start. Then it'll
It's
kick
mocking
in.
me. So, do you remember where we left off last week?
We do.
Smoke
Last
monster.
week, 2 days ago, and it just came up. Of
Yeah,
course it
see,
did.
I told you.
Okay. So for armor to hand out to everybody, bonus points, bonus hit points this week. That's going to be 10 bonus points for 10 bonus hit points to Crash. 10 bonus hit points to Jenica.
Well, thank you, Patreon.
30 bonus hit points to Rosie.
Oh,
Welcome
I think
back.
they missed you.
I missed you.
And I will get 20 bonus.
See, you win.
Yeah.
I did win. I
You
did
win.
win. Ha ha ha. I
You
win.
did. And then for that bonus to a single roll, Crash, you are sitting on a +5.
Ooh, that's nice.
Jebediah, you have a +4.
+4. Thank you.
Jenica, you have a +5.
Ooh.
Nick, I'm sorry, Teddy, your kingship, your highness, you have a +5.
Look, chat, the bear is riding. Are you happy, chat?
Rosie has a
Magical writing bear.
Rosie has a +3, and I have a +3 that I can use sometime during the show. So what was going on last week? Where did we leave ourselves off? Does anyone recall?
A smoke
Smoke
monster
monster.
had gotten lost and was
Right.
coming after us.
Yeah, we just fought a bunch of munchkins, stormtrooper, chibi-chans.
Yeah.
What is the plural of Chibi-chan?
Chibi-chan.
Chibi-chan.
Chibi-chans or Chibis-chan?
You know, considering you invented Chibi-chan, I think you can really answer that better than me.
Yeah, you get to decide.
The
Yeah.
writing bear does not recall the plurals of bullshit words.
So we were on our way back to Yosemite after
Correct.
crash landing, after being taken up by a tornado that Chad had somehow produced and thrown us into the town of Oz,
Nevada.
Nevada.
Oz, Nevada.
Nevada.
Yes, you were on your way on a scouting mission from the Kingdom of Yosemite to go try and see what was going on with the armies from the east, specifically
Edison's
the
armies.
Menlo Park Militia, commanded by
Believing that they are after
General
Gatling's,
Thomas Edison.
Because you stole the gun that you made
Right, and invented.
and invented. It's
Yes.
your gun, but you were working for him.
Yeah, so Edison had sent his goons out to go after.
Goons, it was an army.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was, and so you ran into a detachment from that group, as you will recall, and you went into battle with them.
Yes.
I went in single-handedly.
When they were
It's-
dressed strangely.
Not so much went into battle as maybe tripped.
Well, we mowed
fell
a little
forward
bit.
at least.
Somebody
Yeah.
mowed into
There was
battle.
momentum,
Yes, there
definitely.
was. Yeah, they were dressed as stormtroopers, I believe, or not
Yeah,
stormtroopers because
Chibi-chan
that's a product
stormtroopers.
thing, but they were, yeah.
Yeah.
Chat really had some fun a couple days ago on changing the way the story was going to go,
right.
and that's okay.
That's fine. As long as we get to beat up Edison at the end, I'm happy.
That's what happens
Yeah.
here in Metaverse. That's okay.
Yeah.
But then, yes, there was another thing that chat had provided that showed up at the very, very end, as you had defeated all of the Munchkin-esque stormtrooper-like soldiers from Menlo Park.
Right.
Do you remember what happened? You were recovering from your wounds. You were.
Well, we converted the plane into a lawnmower. Gatling got shot down.
Then he ate an apple.
Then he ate an apple.
We all ate apples.
Very special apple.
One of Johnny Appleseed's magic apples.
Thank you, Johnny.
Which we found out were magic when they kept us from dying.
And healed us more than we had.
Yes.
We get bonus.
There's no magic there. It's just the good wholesomeness of apples.
Yes.
You ate the apples more often.
And then, if I remember, a big smoke monster appeared.
Correct. That's what happened at the very end. You were all you were so triumphant from this battle, and then a smoke monster appeared. And I do apologize to Rosie. You'll be joining us in a little bit, Mags.
Fine.
But we just thought we missed you, so we thought we'd have you sit at the table, even though we have to resolve this bit from the last bit of the last episode. Plus, it's not like we can surprise people that you were coming because we told everyone you were coming last
I
week.
know.
Also, it's kind of a giveaway that she's been sitting there for 10 minutes.
That is also true.
You know,
Thanks, Matt.
it's just
Go back to writing.
the thing.
there.
Yeah, okay, fine. Chris is being a jerk again.
Been demoted to
Yes.
chair.
Seriously.
Yes, as you had defeated all of this group and whatnot, this smoke starts wafting from the fire in the center of this military encampment, and it coalesces into sort of a hideous form and this barred face, this what do I want to say? This pointy sharp.
It almost looked like
Vampire
like
face?
almost looked like a polar bear.
No, yeah, it's just like, and this form looks at you all, and then you hear bells in your head.
Greetings. Let's start with a hashtag meta point.
Thank you.
Be careful, for who knows what evil lurks in the heart of that cloud. One man does, and they call him hashtag the shadow.
The shadow.
The shadow.
Oh,
The shadow.
oh no, that's
I didn't even think about that.
Dear
That's what
diary,
The
I hate
shadow.
chat so much.
But yes,
That's the writing bear again.
this smoke monster wafts up out of the fire and looks at you all, and you can roll initiative.
Oh, good.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
roll
I'd
straight
roll
to
this.
it.
When that happens.
And are we all in the middle?
Yeah, we'll start you in the middle. But if you want to burn some points and go somewhere else, you can.
Oh, I'm
Burning
burning
points,
points.
two.
2 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7.
7.
Welcome back, Maggie. Chat missed you. Hashtag Rosie buff less than 3.
Woo!
Oh.
You.
Thank you. I love you.
There's actually 2 rosy buffs, plus it was a heart. That's
Less
like
than
I
3.
know.
That means.
combo.
I thought that meant butt.
I think butt
You've
or
been
a
using it
heart.
to mean butt all this time?
Yeah.
So
Wait, so you mean?
Bullet.
Wait, do you think I've been sending you messages to say I heart you?
What? How
This
does I butt you?
explains a lot.
How does
Yeah,
that
I
matter?
totally butt you.
I don't get
thanks.
that.
We've heard.
29.
You do know Zach has that tattoo right here, too. That's
29.
29. Thank you, Sarah, for getting us back on
That's
track.
not even
A less
moderately
than 3
surprising.
tattoo?
Yes, he does. Emily, hey, it was his birthday this weekend. No one gives Zach lip today until...
We missed the roast. We can
give him-
say what we
That's
want.
true, go for it. Emily's at 29. What do we have? Oh, wait. Where?
First live
Oh, that was
masters
very
of the
accurate.
Metaverse thanks to the time change.
Is that a
Here's
whole
a
can?
hashtag meta point to get started.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much,
Enjoy.
chat. What do you have there, Mr. Richard Gatling?
I love it.
Oh gosh, with the bonuses, it's gonna go up to 15.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Richard, you're...
That's a good one. Watch out.
You still my heart, yes.
22.
22. And for you, Mr. Johnny Appleseed,
23.
23.
23.
So the first thing that happens is this foul creature looks at you all and bares its hideous, smoky teeth. I don't know how that works. Is part of the smoke just exudes from it and goes straight towards your companion, Wilbur Orville Wright, who is totally here right now.
We must hashtag Rosie buff.
Whoa,
you.
that's some rosy buff
Rosie's
right
getting
there.
some love tonight.
She's gonna have a lot of folk wisdom. She's all wisdomist.
And the smoke comes pouring out of the fire.
I love how she gets rewarded for not showing up to work for 4 weeks. I just want to point that out.
That's an interesting point. Thank you for that, Christian.
Chad and I have a special relationship and understanding.
Oh yeah. Well,
She has been hanging out with Jack.
so that
for the
means
last
open
week.
relationship then? No.
No.
And some of the smoke comes pouring away from this monster and it just envelops your companion, Wilbur Orville Wright. And you see him start to twitch and convulse.
Oh.
And he just collapses to the ground.
Well, that's not good.
Did we think he
Oh,
was
dear.
dancing at first?
You might have. It was rhythmic.
Okay.
Rhythm's gonna get you. Rhythm's
Did
gonna
the
Oh,
get
I'm
ya.
not there. I can't.
Did the rhythm get him?
So
Rhythm got him, yeah.
just after a battle, a smoke monster appears out of a fire
Uh-huh.
and eats our friend.
No. He's still there physically. He's convulsed and whatnot. And
Is he
then
standing or
falls
laying?
To the ground.
Okay.
He falls to
How did he do? Fall to the ground?
Probably got a DUI.
He
Hawaii.
fell backwards. Yeah.
Can you show us that one?
No, because then I have to get up. I don't want to. There's like cords everywhere. I'm gonna unplug something if I move too far.
Don't move then.
So,
All right, so he's down. We're set.
yes. Yeah. Oddly, it's very convenient.
That he took him. They took him right out of the fight. We don't have to worry about him anymore.
I know it's sad because I know James isn't here. But yeah. So Wilbur Orville Wright is knocked out of commission, and then
Bells
you
ring.
hear bells again.
Here is a buff for the Emperor of Zathras. Sorry, wrong avatar. Hashtag Jackson.
Thank you so much.
Well played.
I will use it well.
We're in the presence of an emperor.
And the king.
And a king.
We're all very lucky.
And and we go into the top of initiative. Emily, you are up first.
What am I fighting? The smoke monster?
The smoke monster is just there. It's doing the Final Fantasy thing as much as like a smoke monster can do it. It's kind of shuffling back and forth just a little bit.
Well, my best attack is to leap at it and then stab it with my retractable blades.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I?
You
Yes,
go right ahead. You
please,
do anything
Professor,
you want to do.
How did it attack Orville, Wilbur Wright?
It seemed to coalesce around him a little bit. The
So it
smoke-
touched him and then he started convulsing?
Correct.
Yeah, start stabbing. That seems like a really good idea.
Professor, I'm sensing sarcasm from...
It was completely sarcasm. I think maybe throw something at it, yeah.
Okay, then I will attempt that. I appreciate the support.
Okay.
I would like to throw throwing stars at it. Because
You
I
go
have
right
lots.
ahead. You've got several. You can just sit there and whip them out.
I would like to throw as many throwing stars as I can, and then
We could do that again. I love it.
I
Is that how
have...
you do throwing stars?
I think it's how you make it rain,
Yeah,
but you do
I
a
thought
great
so.
job.
Is that the same action?
I thought that was
Emily,
I
Tinder.
think
do
it
that.
depends on what kind of strip club you're at.
I thought that was this way.
It's like a
Emily-
BDSM strip club.
Emily's gonna make it
Throwing
rain
stars.
throwing stars like this.
Shuriken instead of dollar bills.
And then
Those
I
girls
would
work
like
hard.
to do the thing versus melee. I would like to do the +2 to my defense versus
know
melee
what
because
you're
I
saying. Yeah,
assume
yeah.
the smoke thing is sort of melee-like.
I understand what you're saying.
So that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
Wait, did she just attack the darkness with a not-magic missile weapon of some sort? Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you, Chad. Yes, give me your attack rolls.
Okay. How many do I need to do?
However many attacks you're doing.
3?
If you have 3 attacks, then go right ahead.
I
You have 2.
You
think I
attack
have
that
2.
darkness.
That's why I was gonna.
Careful. He's got a
Nice
copy
try.
of your character sheet up
I
there
know.
with him.
Okay. I
You got
beat
oaths. That was
beat that by 6. Beat that by 4.
okay.
Oh.
Your first shuriken goes flinging straight through the smoke, and your second shuriken goes flinging straight through the smoke.
Okay. Figured.
And
But the rest of us will save bullets now. See?
next up is
It was
Johnny.
It was a scientific inquiry about the status of our foe.
Rhythm is a dancer. It's a soul companion. You can feel it everywhere, including in all the smoke. Hashtag System Shock.
Drop that right now.
It's so early.
I know.
Welcome back, Mags. Welcome back.
I'm not here, so it's fine.
That's right. That's true. This is a random, but this is still going to affect you somehow. So this is a random on everyone. It actually doesn't matter if it affects you or not. You're staying where you are, all the way Avatar.
Victory.
Middle, please, Mr. Teddy.
Crapsicle.
Middle, please. And 1 point towards the middle. I rolled very high with most of those.
Did. Thank you.
Out of curiosity, if you were here, of course, I get a 1. That's, yeah. It doesn't
All the
matter
way
because
pilot.
you're technically already that identity.
You'll already be there.
Anyhow, yeah, so that goes off, and then Johnny, you are up, sir. The smoke monster continues to just kind of waft around, and
It's kind of doing a smoky capoeira thing,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
just kind of.
its footwork is impeccable.
we-
If you can see what my legs are doing right now, Chad, it's
Wow,
it's
that
in
is
my
actually
frame.
really impressive.
It's amazing. You can't even tell.
How do
that
they
they're
not
moving.
touch the floor like that?
I'm totally impressed.
Skills.
What may I?
This is boosting
Mad skills.
Since we ended with our 2 the extra buff things, the like.
Nope.
Um,
I appreciate the thought.
I'm just checking.
It's a nice
Wasn't
thought.
I thought?
It's a
But,
very
No, I
nice
was
thought.
trying to help. After
I'm-
my throwing
I'm-
stars went so well.
so the throwing stars went right through it.
Yep.
Didn't have any
better than
effect
Whistler.
whatsoever.
Yep.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm apple cider.
Do whatever you want,
Shovel.
Johnny.
What do you think? Think I should go
Next up will be
go
Teddy.
thumping
just for the
thumping?
record.
No.
A little something, something.
Don't I?
No,
I think-
thumping thumping.
I think the
I think it's a terrible idea to start thumping something right now when that thumping something could
Why is he
kill
the
you
only
upon
person on
contact.
It might distract the monster. Some thumping, something. Something, thumping. Something.
as long
What are you
as
gonna
we're
do,
not
Johnny?
thumping the
Um,
monster.
I'm gonna just throw some of my apple cider vinegar.
Do it. Your
Hopes
roll,
that it
please.
creates some sort of chemical reaction with that smoke.
Perhaps it'll coalesce the smoke into a fightable
I rolled
opponent.
really shitty, like almost as badly as I can roll.
So did you fail?
Nope, beat it by 2.
Oh, well played. That's right. I'm remembering your character now. Yeah. So you somehow you squirt off this shot of apple cider vinegar directly into the smoke monster where you think its eyes would be if it had them.
And as a move action,
And yes.
I'm tossing an apple to Richard Gatlin because he's
I can always use more apples.
He needs to eat an apple now. Eat that.
That's true. He should do that soon. On his turn, he can totally do that. So, give me a. No, I'm not going to make you check to see your ranged. It's not worth it. But no, but you do. You shoot off the vinegar. Your apple cider vinegar. Squirting off from you towards the smoke monster, and you can see kind of like the smoke kind of parts away as the vinegar hits into where that smoke was, and it just squirts straight through and pops off on the other side.
So it
Nice
has
display.
actually even less effect than shooting actual vinegar into actual smoke. Because it does not even touch the smoke.
Or the smoke is sentient enough.
Well done, Jonathan. Keep it up.
I think
Teddy, you're up
this is gonna get tricky.
Oh,
An enemy we cannot touch or defeat. Bully! I charge headlong at it, and as you know, as a young lad of poor constitution, I built myself up through calisthenics and swimming, meaning I have an exceptional lung capacity.
Oh my god.
I inhale the smoke monster.
You
me a roll.
are attempting to inhale all of the smoke
Give me a
monster.
roll.
As much of it as I can. I can at least cut its forces in half.
Give me your roll.
What shall I roll?
Declaring action for combined attack.
Give me a 2d12 roll, please.
Bully! What am I rolling against?
What was your total?
Well, if I use my buff, 8.
That is below your body. Although I'm going to be a very nice GM and tell you to not use your buff.
Okay.
Because instead what's going to happen is I need you to take 1 point of mind damage. Sorry,
Oh, good. I have so many of those to spare.
That's why I'm laughing. I'm looking at your character right now. And 1 point of soul damage, please.
Ooh, I can dance even worse now.
Which is also effectively going to reduce your hit points. Let's see, that's what, 10, 14.
He didn't inhale any of it?
No, we did inhale some of it. I think it made him
that's
sick.
what is
made him
hurting
sick.
him.
By 10 hit, lose 10 hit points too, please.
Oh no, I only have 140 left.
Oh!
Very soon to be
Oh!
very soon to be incapacitated.
Is that the...
King Roosevelt has a lot of constitution.
Yes.
I wrote it.
Stamina. Stamina.
That-
you
that's
said.
not true.
Intelligence of 4.
Yes. 20% hit to my intelligence.
Awesome. The irony. Richard is up next.
Oh,
Mr. Richard Gatlin.
thank goodness. So, did he manage to inhale it, even though...
It still
It hurt
seems
him?
as smoky as it did.
Professor.
So he didn't suck it all in like he was
It
hoping?
seemed
Oh,
like
I
he was
sucked
enveloped
pretty
by the
hard.
Smoke, and yes, he sucked hard.
All right, well, now, since I still have my raft available and it's already inflated, I'm just going to point the nozzle and jump on it as though to blow the smoke away from King Roosevelt.
I like that. Please give me a mechanics check for that.
Oh, and because it's filled with methane, I'm also going to hold a lighter to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
You're going to try to set the
What do
smoke
I need to
on
roll
fire.
now? A what?
Give me a mechanics roll. for that.
Mechanics
Yeah,
roll.
because you're figuring out all the angles and all the stuff.
Oh yes, I'm Mr. Geometry.
Exactly.
I beat it by 3.
Cool. So yeah, you do. You land on top of this thing. You push out a lot of the methane that apparently you had filled your raft with. Excellent way to, after the fact,
That's safe.
endow the methane.
Thank
of
you.
the-
If anybody asks to, I'm going to say it's filled with Jonathan's farts.
What? Why would you fill it with methane? I
makes
want to
it-
drown
You lit it as it was
and burn
going
to
off,
death.
correct?
Makes it far more
You
buoyant.
lit it as well as it was going off. Is this correct?
Well, first I'm blowing. We're going to start with blowing.
Okay.
Would it be 2 actions to
Wait.
light it too, right?
No, I'll just let you do the whole thing.
All right, let's do the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's
So,
no way that
so
could
talk
go
me
wrong.
through this. Exactly what you do.
All right. Well, large bladder of air.
Uh huh.
Okay, nozzle.
Uh huh.
Gatling's rotating barrel torch. Push on the bladder. Air gets forced through the nozzle.
Has many different thingies.
Does it what now?
Never mind.
Carry on.
Only one flame at a time, and they're only on intermittently.
Gotcha.
Are they filled with different gases so that each flame has a different color?
No.
That was a nice.
The Gatling gun only shoots one type of bullet
I
now.
understand. I'm sorry.
Good question, though.
So yeah, hoping for a flamethrower. And if that doesn't work, I'll pull out my flamethrower and try the same thing.
That's right. You do have one of those accidentally. Yeah, you do manage to make a bit of a methane poof from this.
Just try to blow it away. I mean, it might burn the king a little bit, but
Singe the
he
bear.
seems to be fairly impervious to any kind of actual damage.
He's impervious to many things, including common sense.
Yes.
But yeah, you do manage to. Yeah, you do manage to blow some of this smoke. It parts away from the fire and such that you've done. Almost recoils from it a bit.
Ah, I can see it now. Gatling's incendiary whoopee cushion device.
Mm-hmm. And then the smoke monster, it is its turn as well. And the smoke monster, actually on its turn, it starts to coalesce into a dark silhouette of a human being.
Something.
Or something human-esque, I should say, humanoid.
Is it in politics?
Actually, Teddy, you recognize this as it looks very similar to the Dark Watchers that you saw earlier,
Oh, yes.
which until now have always been just...
I've always been harmless, just standing there with an ominous sense of oncoming doom.
You see just kind of this sense of kind of a middle-aged man with a black blousey shirt and a very shortly cropped, maybe graying kind of beard or stubble or such. And but loosely, I mean, it's still very much a wispy, smoky form that's standing there before you, and it points at you all and says, "You are a disease. You don't belong in this world, nor does the plague you carry with you. Your madness must be stopped, even if I must bring down the entire project to do so. You are fools. You have no idea what's at stake. Do you? You.
Oh, he's buffering.
You.
I think he's
you,
stuck.
You. And then right about then, you start to feel your body you start feeling a very familiar sensation in the back of your head.
Oh, here goes again.
And your eyes start to blank a bit, and you hear some ringing in your ears, and you find yourself sucked through space and time
And stuff.
and stuff from this encounter at the fire in the middle of this military encampment back into an austere facility somewhere else, somewhere on another plane of reality. The three of you, Jebediah and Crash and Jenica, the three of you find yourself going through this. You, Nick/Teddy, we'll get to you in just a little bit. Just continue to hang out and show the bear to the crowd. It's fun.
Dear diary.
I really want to read the bear
Today I
diary.
was abandoned again by my friends.
So Teddy didn't come through with us.
Correct. You wake up in a although he did start to, you looked for a moment like you could see him kind of twitching a bit right before you guys leapt, but he didn't come along for the ride. Okay?
Constitution.
And when you show back up, you see Dr. Samantha Simpkins, the scientific director overseeing the project, and Colonel Steed Richardson, her military equivalent, and several attendants. They are running around the room frantically.
Where are my clothes?
You probably took them off again. Yeah, your clothes are all nicely pressed and in a pile on a small table next to your pod.
Okay.
There's also two attendants this time, each of whom is holding a robe. In the event that you make a break for it, they're hoping to get you somewhat clothed.
That's nice of them.
Yes.
I'll be good.
Yeah, great. So the pods, the system pops and the covers open up, and Dr. Simpkins comes over and says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm good.
And there's some sirens off in the distance that you can hear.
Better than the last time you pulled us out.
If you look over at one of the other pods, you can see that there's a little bit of smoke wafting from it. It's an empty pod.
What in the hell was
What?
that?
Excuse me, Doctor. What?
And several
why is
technicians
this-
are working frantically on it.
Why is that
Did the
pod
person
smoking?
inside disintegrate?
Why is that pod smoking, Doctor?
There was an incident. Nothing Nothing
No.
major.
Not nothing major. The pod is smoking, and we were all in pods. So please tell me why the pod is smoking.
Just a little technical glitch.
That does not look like
Marcus
a little
is
technical
going off
glitch.
to the med bay, and he will be fine later on. You know, it was unforeseen consequence. These things happen.
It was an attack
sometimes.
from an outside source. Don't lie.
What?
I would not.
Come on, the smoke shows up. It goes right for Wilbur. Wilbur's pod is the one that's attacked right after that smoke thing said we're a disease. And
I
we need to be.
don't know what you're talking about, Jebediah, but I do have wonderful news for you.
Oh.
Your old friend, your prior teammate, Rosie is here, and she gestures over at one of the other pods, and she seems a little
What's up?
nervous. And Rosie's already in the pod.
Hi, Rosie.
Hey, Jenica, isn't there a term
And,
for that?
And she is very excited to go back with you guys
Deflection?
and
Yes, that is
to
indeed
help
the
you
term.
out on your quest to return Nicholas back to us.
Oh, we get to go back. Good. I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy
and the whole
Professor
time
Gatling?
I really like him.
the whole time this is going on, Colonel Richardson is just standing there with his arms folded, and he seems disturbed at the whole situation, which is kind of his standard facial.
Affect?
Yeah, his affect generally
You know what?
seems kind of disturbed.
Fighting really weird too. Why was it your specialist that was attacked and not any one of us?
She looks over at Colonel Richardson, and he says, "Jebediah, we can talk about these things once you've completed your mission.
We better.
Mr. Lexington, I respect your desire for more information, but currently..."
Do you keep his pod in here with ours?
What?
Do you keep his pod in here with ours?
Out of character, you asked about Nix?
I'm asking about the specialists. Marcus.
Yes. Yeah, the implication is that the smoking one is the one he was in.
Does he need help? I have medical training. Is there anything I can do?
We have our own physicians on staff, ma'am. I appreciate your willingness to be of assistance, but there are more important matters for you all to be engaged in. I do believe, if I'm understanding, the pod's ready, and a couple of technicians are kind of frantically doing their
Can
work.
we
but
go
some
in
of
a
them
room
not.
where there's not a smoking one?
These right now are attuned to your brain waves, and they are ready to...
So we're getting right back in?
Yep.
Start getting undressed again.
I assume that in the pod all of this sounds very muffled, so I'm just gonna be making faces on the glass. Like that thing all when your lips get really big, and then like
Appreciate it.
drawing little pictures. That's what I'm doing.
Dr. Simpkins says, as some of the pods are starting to close back up and such, but as it's happening, she says, "Did you find Nick? Did you see any indication that he was there?"
What?
Yes.
Definitely somewhere in there.
He's there.
Yes.
Sort of.
Wonderful.
Not all there. We'll get there. We'll get him.
Well, hopefully this time you can bring him back.
Mission accomplished. That's what we'll say.
And as she says that, the pods, the covers on the chassis all clamp back down around, and you find yourself going through the leap sequence again, in which you are blasted through time and space and all of that
stuff.
fun stuff. You should sit down and grab a bunch of clip art gifs and figure out a way to make that actually look like something for
We
you.
could print them and then you could just hold them
Yeah,
up.
oh no, just be like, I can make a flip book. Just
Yeah.
be like, here's what happens. White Smoker, get right on that.
And where are we going to be on our chart?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good question.
So
Back where we were?
I'm gonna
those
guess.
So yes,
Here.
Teddy, you are all the way on Avatar. Everyone else is back in the muddled middle.
Muddled middle.
Muddled middle.
But when you find yourself leaping back into the Western world, in which, congratulations, you wind up back in the same avatars you had left from.
Oh,
Got pants?
Because plot stuff.
First
that's
thing
an
I'm
excellent
checking.
question,
The
Duncan.
first-
Are you wearing pants?
That's the first thing I'm checking.
Yes,
I
you're
might
wearing
make sure I got
pants.
pants on.
Oh, for
So
the
glad
love.
that you have pants.
Oh, for the love. Oh, for the love. Yes, you're wearing pants.
Good.
For now, at least. When you leap back, though, you immediately find yourself in a very different environment than the one you had left from. You're not any longer at this military encampment in the middle of the high desert.
With
Are we
smoke
still in our
monster?
avatars?
You're back in the avatars you were in before.
Okay.
And instead, what you see around you is a fairly calm, very clear lake. It's evening. There is a waning crescent moon in the sky. It's mildly overcast, or at least there's some partial cloudiness if you need that. Some stars providing some dim illumination. And as you look ahead, you see down by the water, in a bit of a clearing amongst the pine trees and the snow-covered pine trees, I should tell you.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Snow?
Yeah, snow-covered pine trees and
Well, we left in.
a very mountainous kind of region. And you see down by the water a very familiar figure, not too standing too far away from you, one King Theodore Roosevelt, standing fairly confidently in a not the most balanced rubber raft. His cousin Franklin is clutching one side, trying to keep the thing balanced.
How old does Franklin look?
Franklin looks older.
Oh.
If
So
you know
he's
any-
not a 10-year-old anymore.
He looks.
How about us? Are we older too?
You're carrying. Oh yeah, actually, Johnny. If you look over at Johnny, he looks very old. He looks.
Look like I'm in my 80s or something
Yeah.
like that.
He looks a little bit younger than Kelly.
Bullet!
No, Johnny looks
got
really
jokes.
old. I mean, he looks like he's not like really old. But I mean, yeah, he probably looks like he's pushing 100.
That's really old.
But he still seems spry, despite that. But he's just very, very
I'll do a
gray
little
and
side
wrinkled
kick,
and
you know,
whatnot.
jump up, kick the heels.
And
Oh, my hip!
But yeah, so Teddy is standing in this rubber raft, and surrounding him is a detachment of soldiers.
Oh, wait, are
And-
they in a raft?
Most of them are actually on foot. A few of them are.
In the water?
No, they're hanging out on the shore.
Okay.
So I'm in the raft, but the men are not.
So you're in the raft in the water. There are a couple of attendants holding the raft fairly stable for you to do what you're doing. The rest of your men are lined up on the shore, listening as King Theodore is in the midst of what seems to be a very long-winded speech. That from the looks on the faces of the other men and the other soldiers, you're guessing he's been doing this speech for quite a while. The four of you recognize each other, as you typically do when you leap into a new location, and you are actually seated in this other raft as it kind of bobs a little bit next to the one that Teddy is standing in.
Okay.
And Teddy is pontificating to the soldiers.
And remember, in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing you can do is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing at all. Do what you can with what you have, where you are, which is here and now, and the right thing. Walk softly. Big sticks up. Ride rough.
And he continues on for a while with his speech. And
Oh, there's more.
No, I mean, you don't have to, but as he continues...
They're listening while I'm glistening.
That was very inspirational.
Just don't show nipple if we run into a term of service thing. But as he's going on with his speech,
Oh, dear
you
God.
hear a familiar bell again.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by the sun of Yosemite, and all the clouds that lord upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Hashtag cool rule.
Oh no.
You'd almost think
Thank
you
you,
wrote that.
chat.
Thank you,
We'll use that in
chat.
just a little bit. And as this is going on, Franklin lets go of his side of the raft. He motions another attendant over who takes over for him. And Franklin finally lets go, and he wades over a bit to the raft that you all are in. And
Oh, we are also in a raft. Am I driving? I assume I'm driving.
yes, you have
You
boating,
have the
so you'll
skill
drive,
in
yes.
boating, Professor.
And he says, he looks at you all, and he does. He looks older, and he says to you, he looks several years older, actually. And he says, I want to tell you how much I and all of Yosemite, the whole West even, appreciate your efforts in this war. I know the past few years have been rough. We've lost some important outposts. Phoenix, Denver, Provo. But we're still in this fight. I'm hearing good things from the north. It took a while, but the Cascadians have pushed the enemy back to the Rockies and are nearly ready to send us some reinforcements. The road ahead is long, But let me reassert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Then he kind of stops after he says that, and he goes, "It's a good one. I'm gonna have to use that again someday." And he wades away from you guys and goes to talk some more of the soldiers.
I feel like I just witnessed a one-off joke.
You did.
Who the hell was that?
That's Franklin Delano Roosevelt, eventually to be president.
And it
Oh,
looks like he was about 6.
King Theodore's cousin.
King
King,
Theodore.
Welcome
King
back.
Theodore Roosevelt, yes ma'am. Who's this?
Well, it's you know me, but I don't know them.
She's got some.
So I'm gonna hand wave because I feel like it, and you are aware of each other's pilot identities.
Oh yeah, we can see each other's pilots. I just don't know who her avatar is.
Exactly. And you are loosely aware that you are occupying the body of one Miss Annie Oakley, who is well known in this parts as the premier soldier in King Theodore's army.
Well, King Theodore was the first one to finally accept my offer to train his soldiers.
Yes, and you have done a bang-up job on that.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, you seem quite convinced that your capabilities in other areas of life, which you have none. And so
I am fantastic at everything I do, thank you very much. Would you like to test your theory?
I'm sure we'll get to that at some point during the evening.
Well, whenever you feel comfortable, you just let me know, because I'm ready whenever.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Miss Oakley. Some of the other soldiers come over and they're talking to you guys about kind of laying out the plan for what's about to occur, and you suss out from what they are saying that you are intended to be part of a special amphibious assault on an encampment of the industrialists somewhere over on the other side of this lake.
Industrialist, that's our opponent.
That's the opposing force.
Do we recognize the lake at all?
I don't.
Does anybody have area knowledge or geography or anything?
Is it still part of Yosemite?
It comes up at some point that it's Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
You know, it's not like a big secret or anything. But you know that somewhere on the other side of the lake, and you can, well, you know where it is because you've got intelligence reports and such, that there is a encampment of soldiers from the industrialists from the east, and they have somewhere in there a special member of their Corps of Engineers, and your assignment is to sneak into the camp and capture this specific target known as AC. Meanwhile, the other soldiers, their assignment is basically to do a diversion attack and try and pull most of the defenders from this camp away from the soft target.
Great. Do we have a picture of the fella or lady or?
You know that it's a guy.
Okay.
You know he has a mustache, and you're told that he will be wearing a. You have enough intelligence reports to know what his mode of dress typically looks like.
Okay.
Which is?
His mode of dress.
Ah, thank you.
So
It's
like
very distinct.
with pants, as
If
opposed
he
to not.
tells us, it'll give it away.
No, I have to endow it then.
Oh.
Not as simple as pants versus no pants, then.
No, not as easy as identifying Johnny Appleseed.
He dresses like a man.
Yes.
He has a mustache.
Yes.
In the 1890s.
He will probably be one of the only soldiers on the other side not in uniform. All of the regiments over there are frequently seen in packaging that reflects their employer, while the industrialists are acting as one unified front. With the Menlo Park.
They're part of
They
the
have little light bulb insignias.
Well, they have they have patches and such. Picture like a modern military regiment or such. There's the Menlo Park Militia, there's Rockefeller's Regulars, there's Morgan's Men, there's Vanderbilt's Vanguard, there's Stanford's Soldiers.
Got it. So are they?
Fond of alliteration. this
Tesla's
group.
Time Masters?
So are they still after Professor Gatling?
The situation has gone far
progressed.
beyond that.
Oh.
The quest for Gatling has turned into what will go down in this world as known as, depending on where you're from, either the War of Eastern Aggression or the war between the sides of the states. or the American Civil War 2.0.
Okay.
I assume we're on the Eastern aggression side.
You are all Westerners, so that's
Yeah.
a pretty safe bet to go with.
All because you stole a gun.
I
he
didn't
invented.
steal the gun. He wanted me to build a device that would move one object from one area to another area very quickly. He knew he was asking me to build a gun. I thought he wanted me to build like a railroad. I made a small... It doesn't matter. What matters is it turned out to be a gun. I felt bad. I took it and I ran.
So you stole a gun.
Yeah, I stole the gun.
But I appreciate that he stole it so that somebody else could not use it with evil intent.
We must resolve this war soon. Eventually states that matter might be conquered.
I have to say, in totally breaking character as GM, chat did just rename the war, and we have to go with that. The other name that it is known by is the American Civil War II Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, yeah. Thank you for not choosing the quickening.
Yes.
Oh. I would have gotten up and walked.
Dear diary,
You
won't believe what chat did today. I don't know how long I can hold up. 2 more hours?
You got this.
So here we are in the middle of Civil War II, Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
We're not calling
I like
it
this.
that.
Can we? Yeah, we could call it that, but Edison probably named it.
Probably stole it from Tesla.
Tesla, good guy. I like him.
Is
So-
Tesla on our side?
I think he's a
We haven't
prisoner of
gotten into any
war.
of this stuff yet. So. But
That'd be the first guy I'd take out if I was Edison.
Is King Roosevelt done talking?
I don't know. I
Are
never
you done
know.
talking to King Roosevelt?
I ended my speech about 20 minutes ago, but
So you, so the group of you are the special amphibious assault team.
So we're going off on
A
these
special
rafts.
amphibious assault team.
I'm sorry. It's every time I
Seat.
just think of I'm a frog. Am I
Sat.
Sat.
Phoebe?
Of course not. We are a detachment of the Bull Moose Cavalry. The moose, as we all know, is a swimming ruminant.
It does moose do swim?
That
And
is
they
true.
they move very quietly through the water. If you
As
ignore the
raft
farting and gurgling.
Teddy continues to monologue. Standing tall, but his raft springs a leak. He, of course, doesn't notice, and even while everyone tries to inform him, he eventually goes under and voice bubbles pop the surface as it eventually ends.
And that actually does happen. That is,
That was a meltdown.
that was a hack attack.
That was a hack attack.
actually, yeah. So,
So he's
so King Teddy, if you would be so kind, for reasons unknown only to the king, he is in his boat by his lonesome.
I like that he hits down with his big stick and pokes a hole in it.
Yes.
And keeps
The
talking.
4 of you are just kind of puttering
And together,
along next to
freedom
him.
shall be free once we.
And as Teddy slowly sinks below the surface, you have the option of stopping to pick him back up.
Yes.
Oh, we'll wait
You know,
till we
the
gotta
man,
wait till
the
he's
king
done.
once told me that he could hold his breath for over 3 hours, and then he demonstrated it to me.
I'm fine for those 3 hours.
And he hit me with that stick every time I tried to walk away.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Gatlin. I'm sure I can save him.
So the 4 of you just continue in your boat then.
No,
Oh no, I'm gonna go save him.
No, it's fine. If he can hold his breath for 3 hours and go under.
could we at least lasso
I'm
him?
saying that's what he told me.
Oh, he was breathing the whole time, is what you're saying. It's like the little kid who holds his breath with yes,
Right,
I get you now.
right.
Yeah. Could we at least lasso
Don't get back
him?
here, I'm still holding my breath!
Drag him?
Yeah, I would recommend bringing him along then.
I will.
Fine.
Don't worry, I'll handle it, boys. I will lasso him out of the water
Oh, yeah.
with a beating it by 6.
Yeah, sure. As he is he's not gone completely down because he is somewhat buoyant.
I just follow the bubbles. I figured that
All the hot air.
bubble.
I was gonna say he's full of hot air. So he's,
Yeah.
yeah, you do get a moment where you're able to, as he is pointing and gesticulating, you're able to grab his wrist and wrap
good.
around it and start pulling him towards you. And he continues to pontificate
Annie, you are interrupting my martyrdom.
as you're scooting along the water,
Hashtag
dragging
meta
him
point.
behind.
I think that pushed us to a golden waffle. Luckily, it was not an unearned waffle. We know what those really are.
Waffles of shame.
Hashtag damn it waffles.
What's a waffle?
Oh, damn it,
Thank
Waffle.
Damn it, Waffles!
What's a waffle of shame?
One bought in Georgia.
I get a Waffle House, I'm imagining.
No, waffles of shame are when you have waffles and you have not earned them.
Unearned waffles. Waffles
Unearned
of shame.
waffles.
Got it.
Yeah, it's when you don't do good,
Oh.
but you still eat the waffles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they're waffles.
It tastes like ash
A
and
great
regret.
man once wrote those words, and a greater man still said them.
It's a good thing I have no peripheral vision.
So you continue on towards the encampment.
I have saved Teddy.
Yeah, and you I love that they sent you guys on what's functionally a stealth mission. Like,
In Big River,
Well,
I'm assuming the boat.
If I was gonna go on a stealth mission, the first thing I would want with me is King Theodore Roosevelt, first of his name of Yosemite.
And the thing is, the other wing of this attack is the feint. So the king drowning while talking is not the distraction half of this strategy.
And I'm also assuming we're in like giant yellow rafts.
no,
Unless-
I mean, there's other colors of, they're like black. You wouldn't. This is not a safety first.
This is the
situation.
turn of the
This is a
century.
military.
Yellow ain't been invented yet.
Everything is black with coal smoke.
Now we're gonna be shooting guns at each other.
These are
everyone.
coal-powered
Is
rafts.
everyone wearing their safety vests?
You guys are living in sepia, so it's
Okay, that makes more sense.
Everything is a shade of orange or red.
I was just picturing it in my head, but I can adjust my picture.
Yes. So up ahead of you as you start slowing down Richard Gatling's Gatling motor. Is that what it is?
It's basically just a Gatling gun that I attached a couple of Bowie knives to the end, and I don't really have bullets in it. I just spin it really fast and use it as a propeller.
Right.
Does it still fire in each chamber?
Well, if I stick them, I mean, why wouldn't it?
Okay, so because again, stealth mission.
So as you're getting up closer to the encampment, you do allow yourself
to the snow.
because you hear off.
Even over the gun.
Churning the still mirror-like surface of Lake Tahoe.
It's so quiet there too, because the mountains and the trees really block.
Yeah, it's like a natural sound box in there.
Right now, Zach is in LA thinking to himself, Saturday afternoon was a perfectly valid time to be in their little timeout box, somewhere away from everybody else.
Yeah, that's the sound.
We
it
will
makes.
no longer sit at the kids' table.
Do you guys hear the sound it's making?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be very, very quiet. Will hunting Eastern.
Industrial.
My plan is going swimmingly.
So you guys you make it across? You're making it across, and you see up ahead. You start seeing and hearing explosions coming from the camp.
See, we are not
Can
as
I
loud as
spend
those.
2 meta points?
Absolutely.
Great. I want to be full Annie for this.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm also spending meta points. Thank you, Chet.
As
Thank you,
always,
Chet.
the less crash I am, the
one.
better. I'll take one.
Okay.
And I'm spreading apples around to everybody that hadn't got
Yeah,
one
I will
already,
take
so
an
they can
apple.
get that plus 40 toughness.
Are we close to the land yet? Have we?
I will let you prophylactically do that. Yes. You can
Yes.
each get 40
Apples.
points of prophylactic hit points from
When
the
he
apples.
hands me the
I
apple,
love that they're called prophylactic hit points.
Gross.
my first instinct when handed an apple is to hand it to Miss Emily Dickinson and then shoot it. That's what I do.
Okay, that works. That's great.
Well,
Why not?
Again, silent approach.
yes, you don't
Fortunately,
fit
there are
right in.
explosions up ahead, so you're not completely blowing your cover.
Clearly they are terrified and have chosen suicide.
Hey, Johnny, you should throw one in there. This one's real good. Can you throw it?
You're just gonna shoot it. We've all seen the show, Annie.
It would benefit the chipmunks
Oh,
and
I'm
the surrounding
sorry.
wildlife.
Do you think you can do better?
No,
I believe he does.
I think we're sneaking up on the enemy, and
I'm just trying to pass the time as we glide across
maybe
this
we can
beautiful
pass the
lake.
time walking quietly into the enemy camp.
There is only one way to solve this. Shooting contest en route to the enemy camp. Annie, Gatling, take your spots.
How am I
love it.
participating in this? I build guns. I don't shoot them.
That sounds a little bit bark to me.
Every
That is a
competition.
chicken, in case you were unaware. I was mocking you, my good friend, with the sounds of a chicken, which I was implying you were for not getting into a shooting contest.
Set up the damn pigeons.
I will set up your pigeons, and then I'm going to go scout a little bit ahead of the party and distance myself from the guns.
What if
Trying
as
to keep them away from camp.
The chicken being a bird associated with cowardice, you see.
Because I have stealth.
Got that. Thank you very much,
And
King
I'm going
Roosevelt.
to do that.
This would be the sound it makes, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
No, a chicken is a
Hashtag BCS sneaking mission.
This is a sneaking mission.
I want to give you guys major props because up until now, I didn't think anybody could suck harder at stealth than the Marauders, and now I know that's not the case.
We're not even trying to suck yet.
But what we do have that they do not have is Miss Ninja Emily Dickinson, who can go and scout ahead while I keep everybody
That is what
away from the camp with a shooting contest until she gets back.
It's also
I like it. You decide to not go all the way up to the camp.
I am going.
I'm using this sidetrack to hopefully save our behinds and have our ninja do what the ninja does without the entourage of doom.
Quick, I would like to just point out
You're
that
the
what
adult in the room and babysit the rest of the special attack squad.
That is correct.
Okay.
Just while she scouts, and then we'll go back and probably charge ahead and hit everything.
It's also very likely at this point that the enemies think there's no possible way this is a genuine assault.
I would just like to
I
point
wouldn't
out.
exactly be shaking in my boots if I were
True,
them.
it's true.
What if
but no,
we-
they have been very distracted
She's
by
been
all.
trying to talk for like 2.5 minutes.
Sure, watch the GM talk. Go for it. Whatever.
No, you can finish, Chris.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
drinking. I'm good now.
Okay.
Tell us
I
more
was
about
just about to point out, what if we combine our efforts and Miss Emily Dickinson with her ninja stars as she is scouting can throw one into the air,
I
and then
love-
whoever shoots it first is the winner of the competition,
Because
and we also know where she is.
She's going to be scouting ahead.
I'm scouting ahead. I've left you already. There's no ninja stars wasted on your.
I would just like to point out that
All right, so
that
what
I'm
would you like-
following Miss Emmy.
Brad, is Emily out there? Is
But-
Jim Beam out there?
No, you did
Oh,
not get whiskey.
Mr. Jim Beam's right back over there, I think.
By the
could
way,
use some.
Chris, when I first started to say it, it was not part of the exposition.
She got talked
I just
over
got
a
it.
lot.
It just
Here is
expanded.
something that someone in the party raided the tool closet and has a repair kit for. The puncture that will inevitably happen with the Gatling rotating blade of doom.
You think
Hashtag Metapoint.
Thank
You
you.
think I didn't bring a repair kit for the Gatling rotating blade of doom?
a rotating
Would you
repair
like to
kit?
pass that over?
Of course, it's a
Tony?
rotating repair kit.
No, it's staying right here for a while.
I would just like to
Chris
point
is an
out
alcoholic.
he
Not as much as me.
now.
This is not a competition.
No, we just
Okay.
think it's just on the internet.
I'm scouting.
So,
You don't
You
yell, I'm
land
scouting
the
when you're
raft.
scouting. I'm scouting!
I was trying to get.
Thank
all
you,
of
Ninja Emily Dickinson.
Guys, check it out! I'm scouting the crap out of this!
you land the raft. Ninja Emily Dickinson, very happy to leave. I like the scratching, Sarah. That's good. Very happy to leave the rest of you behind for a moment. Goes off towards the encampment. There continue to be explosions and shots being fired from it towards the rest of the assault force, which has been. Now you have. Apparently, that's how we get their attention, QQ.
I think that's them, not us. Amazingly.
Continues to shots are going off and whatnot, and but you're able to sneak your way up. Give me a roll while we
We
wait.
call that raft repair kit Gatling flaming whoopee cushion of doom. Hashtag Metapoint.
Thank you, Chad.
The Gatling flaming whoopee cushion of doom.
8, and I beat it by 4.
Awesome. So yeah, so you get up there and you are you scout around and you have a pretty good sense of the layout of this camp, and you can tell that the majority of the soldiers who are there are engaged in a fierce firefight with the soldiers from Teddy's group who are
Can I report back on how we're doing?
absolutely, because you've got your Wasp stuff.
No, I meant like how are the armies doing? Is King Teddy's army holding up?
Their job is really just to create a diversion.
I just want to make sure they're not all dying.
How much diversion they can create based on what you guys have been doing, I don't know. But
There's only so much an infantry and a cavalry division with a Gatling gun division can really do.
well, there's only so much noise they can cover up with their own, firepower.
I was being
you were
serious.
being serious. Yes.
That was not me being sarcastic. I know it sounds exactly the same because of my speech impediment.
I'll hand the Jameson to you in a bit too. So you, yes, you are able to determine that they are at least holding their own enough to continue to distract many of the soldiers.
Okay, I report that.
Thank you. I am throwing things in the air for people to shoot at currently.
How is that going, Professor?
I'm almost out of rocks. I'm about to move on to pine cones
I thought
and small birds.
I thought Jonathan had an infinite supply of apples.
Yeah, those are what we use to not die,
But if
so
they're
I'm trying to
infinite-
save the apples. I know
I'm
it
not-
sounds crazy.
You brought a
I'm not
pocket
gonna-
full of
I'm not gonna
rocks onto a
waste.
raft?
Yes.
Just checking.
The shorts
Ballast.
of
Ballast.
Ballast.
I read about that
All
in
right.
one of Miss Emmy's books.
So, Professor, do we, besides distracting the gun-happy children that are in our party, is there something else that we should be doing?
Did you find AC? That's who
I
you
didn't see an AC. I saw the two armies fighting.
You didn't see anybody in his distinguished.
So what exactly
Dress?
were you scouting, Miss Dickinson?
Did I see any person not dressed in soldier uniform?
Give me some more moves on your stealthy, move silently stuff.
Okay. Beat that by 5.
Okay.
Beat that by 6.
Okay.
Didn't beat that one.
Okay. The last one's the only one I cared about. I'm kidding.
Ha
Yeah, no, by now, with all the distractions going on, you are able to make your way pretty much around this entire campsite.
I'm looking in all the little buildings.
Yeah, and well, there's not really buildings; it's all tents.
That's what I
and
meant.
such. But yeah, you are able. You can tell there is one tent that whoever is inside it doesn't seem to care a whit about all of the firing that's going on outside, because you can see a silhouette of someone inside. They seem to be standing at a table and are just working on something. You're not really sure.
I do see a silhouette of a person working at a table in a tent,
Yeah.
oblivious to what is happening around him.
Wait, how oblivious?
The tinkering reminds you of what you've seen Professor Gatling do in the past.
And he doesn't, when the shock goes off, he doesn't flinch.
Is the tent flap open?
I can't see his actual personage, no.
It's just a shadow.
I just see the
Yeah,
silhouette.
the tent. There's lights on the inside, and she's seeing the silhouette of the body, one person inside that she can see.
All right, I think that has to be our guy.
Game, then you turn the GM to drinking #MetaMeltdown.
Oh!
Thank you, Chad. Thank you,
He
Chad.
could share and be polite, but
I've got a plan.
All right.
Since you are over there, we may be able to get him out of that camp without having to enter with our party ourselves.
How could we do that?
Well, you see that silhouette that's on the tent?
Yes.
All right, if you were to cut a piece of that silhouette out of the tent and then hang it in the middle of the tent, you could sneak him out through the hole and people would think that the silhouette's still in there.
What?
The minute he finishes speaking, I start shooting the silhouette all the way around it.
You are
not
so
there.
far
You are
away.
so
from
far
that.
away.
But I
We're not in the
appreciate your
I'm
gumption,
the only
Annie.
one there.
You also have to pay attention to your surroundings.
I also need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, sweet.
Right. Ooh,
Are we
snake eyes.
staying us?
Oh, that's
not the
very
best.
bad.
You are for now.
I don't even know what that
31.
was.
31.
32.
There we go.
Nice.
I like this new one. I get an initiative bonus.
I do too. Let me see yours. I wanna see. That's what I did too.
21.
You rolled good.
11.
I'm good. I'm good.
21.
I'm good.
Same as Richard.
You're good? I'm glad you're good.
You were in a show me yours, I'll show you mine situation, and so I was trying not to laugh.
I was not.
If you go back and listen to what you
We
both just
were listening.
said.
That's exactly what you said.
I would never say such a thing.
Okie doke. Who was at an 11?
Yeah, my shirt's dry. I am.
Okay.
And mine was a 21 like Richard's.
Correct. So, Richard and Johnny, excuse me.
Professor does it as well.
Those of you who are back
Totally
at the boats, at the rafts, yeah. You hear in the midst of all this, you've been a little bit distracted because of Annie's
Antics?
antics and gunfiring and such. You hear what sounds like a growling sound in the general vicinity.
Is it Teddy?
No. Although that's a good question to ask. It's also not Teddy's cape, just to verify that.
All right, so there is a growling.
A growling sound.
Okay.
Well, that sounds awful. But
there
we are in the
something-
wilds. It could be any number of ferocious beasts or maybe just a cute little bunny rabbit.
Absolutely.
Is it more than one sound?
Yeah, you hear several.
Several. I'm assuming.
Can I make some kind of roll to pinpoint the number a little bit more specifically than several?
I mean, it's several. You know, it's more than one or two. Somewhere off, just a little bit up the hill, and it sounds like it's however many there are, starting to move in your direction.
And it's between us and Emily?
Yes.
All right.
So
Can we only move if it's our turn right now, or can we?
Apparently, wildlife is not scared by gunfire, so we're going to be in trouble.
Well, they're quite used to it after the amount of time I've spent here.
And right about then, you can give me anyone who has wilderness, or I guess it wouldn't be. Yeah, we'll go with wilderness survival for this one. Or if you have area knowledge. Well, you have area knowledge. So
what about boating?
Should have to do boating check to start. I'm sorry.
What about my animal training?
Unlikely on this one. But
What about my sixth sense?
Your sixth sense is for
Danger.
I think your sixth sense is for no, it's danger and performance opportunities, isn't it?
Well, I'm on the rosy
She
side
hasn't
right now.
managed to find a good one of those yet.
Well, you're not on the rosy side. You're still.
she's able to
using
tap into
Oh, I
those
see what you're
skills though.
saying. Yeah, definite danger.
Why, I was hoping that with animal training I could pick out what animal it was based on a
You're
growl.
not from this reality with Rosie. I'm sorry, what?
I beat it by 2.
By 2?
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Here are 5 hashtag MetaPoint greatest story after all.
What if
Thank
we
you
do
so
a
much.
breezing?
Well played. Yeah, and out of the brush, around the trees and such.
What is it?
Bursts out a group of what you, Teddy, probably recognize before anyone else are Lone Pine Mountain Devils.
Lone Pine.
What do they look like?
Devils.
They are larger than a human. They have sharp claws and teeth.
Oh.
And bat-like wings behind them.
That is a distinguishing feature. Now I know it doesn't look like a mountain lion.
Yes. Yeah, not mountain lions, mountain devils. And they lunge at you. In fact, there are.
I'm assuming.
So they're not just called mountain devils, they look like devils?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they attack us in the middle of the lake.
They attack. No, you guys landed, and you're
we
not
did.
hanging out on the ground.
They're not
Yeah,
like a
you're shooting
Colorado high
things.
school football team.
Oh.
These are actual devils.
Yes, correct.
Excellent.
I'm gonna give you one round without
Oh,
swapping,
thank you.
and then we'll go into a meltdown.
All right. Have
So
I
yeah, the devils appear and they leap out, and Annie, you get to go first. There are 6 of them.
Excellent. Well, first, I have a sixth sense for weak spots.
Yes, you do.
Where is their weak spot?
Death.
Death is their weak spot.
That was helpful.
Aren't you glad you have that ability now?
Yeah.
Hashtag blue are the words I am saying what I think. Blue are the feelings that live. Inside me, I'm blue da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da.
That counts as our next waffle. Now our work is done.
I never thought of it that way.
We do have a rule of cool
Yeah.
that's gonna drop at some point. Yeah.
Should we do that now?
Oh well, that one was building towards I think another one, but no, we're gonna get there.
It's going to be during a meltdown.
I know.
Of course it is.
That's
Of course
the
it
worst.
is.
No,
That's been the
not
best.
necessarily.
All right. Well, there are 6 of them. Correct.
Correct.
Great. Well, I am going to shoot 4 of them, all with a called shot, and I'm going to use all 4 of my buffs.
Okay.
1 per shot.
I like your
So I'm
style.
at a -2 penalty for a called shot,
Yep.
and that bullet's going straight between the
So you're making them at a +3.
You're gonna be at a plus for in each one. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm also taking a meta point and moving all the way over to Annie.
Got you much.
I wish her best of luck over the.
All right.
None of
Number, you ready, Chris?
Oh yeah, you far away.
Number 1. With a +3 means I beat it. Oh no, wait.
Nope.
8, that's 14, 16 plus 3, so 11. So beat it by 4.
Okay.
Beat it by 4. 3, 9. So beat it by 7.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
3. So beat it by 16.
Nice.
She's very good at guns.
And 11. 8. So beat it by 8.
Okay, so that is going to be.
And then you get a afterwards.
She wins the shooting competition.
She she does. She wins all the shooting competitions.
I was just throwing things in the air. She's really the only one who shot the whole time.
I understand you were scared of shooting. Cool.
Is it cool? How cool is it exactly?
I don't know about
Why are we discussing temperature
72
during a
degrees.
fight?
They're called quips. Ninja Emily Dickinson.
So yeah, so with those 6 guns of yours, Miss Annie, you are able to fire off 4 rapid fire shots. You know, and you manage to plug each one of those mountain devils, doing some pretty serious damage to each one of them.
Well, the one I beat by 16, I hope is very damaged.
It's very damaged. Not dead, but damaged.
These are tough bastards.
Yep.
We need some Emily love. Sarah recite a sum and gain a buff. If you can't, Maggie gets it.
No problem. Recite a what specifically?
Wait, she came
It
prepared.
just says recite a sum. It doesn't say what the recitation is.
All right, that's fine.
But yeah, if you can, then
I have
you
a
gain
really
buff.
sexy one.
Oh.
I like those.
Father, I bring thee not myself, that were the little load. I bring thee the imperial heart, had I not strength to hold. 'Tis heart. Wait, that's not the sexy one. Where'd that
Yeah,
one
it
go?
started with father, so I thought we were
Don't
on the
stop.
wrong foot
So
right off the bat.
you're deciding.
I am redeciding. Oh, I keep my. This is my little notepad. I'm not. I don't improvise poetry. I've already written it down.
Why did you stop? I was almost there.
I don't know where the hot one went. Oh, okay. We'll just go with the short one. Love is anterior to life, posterior to death, initial creation, and the exponent of breath.
She said posterior.
She did.
That's where I lost her too.
I'm kidding.
Posterior means the rear end of something, not necessarily
Yeah,
the
the
hind
rear-
quarters with which you are affectionately looking at me.
The rear end of something.
Okay, so yeah.
So
you're
what
gonna
did I get?
You got a buff.
Instead of me.
Oh, I
I'm
understand.
gonna assume
I got
AK will
it.
take care of that. I might deal
You
with
just used 4.
For what?
Buffs.
Yeah, you did just use 4.
it. But yes, they just came out and
The sexy one went. I'm sad.
What's that she's playing? Annie, get your gun. What's that she's taking? The song has to be sung. She's gone electric. Annie wiped them out. Hashtag meta point for style.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Nice.
much, chat.
Thank you.
Okay, so Annie, you just did that. Emily, you are up next.
Sorry, I was disturbed that I could not find the sexy poem.
I'm just really glad that that first one you read is not the sexy poem.
I just must have misplaced it. I'm sorry. Okay, so I am at the camp, and I know that
Correct.
they're being attacked by
Correct.
things. How?
You also know where your target is.
Yes. How far, round-wise, how far away am I from my party? Like, would it take
you
a
were
round to
it's
get
gonna take
there?
you several rounds to get back
Okay,
there.
so-
you guys are making a lot of noise, so Professor Gatling very wisely decided to pull the rafts up much earlier than originally intended. The original intention had been to get very, very close to the camp so that you could immediately run down to the water, hop on board, and skedaddle out of there.
But with our newest member combined with our king, it seemed like a terrible fucking idea.
All right,
I
so
want to thank Professor Gatling for being a smart man in that moment.
would the
Well, somebody had to.
would the encampment be an
I ate
urban
a smoke monster.
environment?
No, not
Okay.
the slightest.
And I have for Jenica, and it's a skill.
Oh, you guys met you don't need tracking. You know where you're going.
I know,
Yeah.
but I have a heightened awareness to notice hidden items. I just wanted to see if there was anything hidden that I needed to know about besides our target.
This is not so much hidden as you realize as you are continuing to scope out the situation.
These devils just need to show the power of dance and love to defeat them.
Oh, we
Or maybe just we in chat want you all to dance. There is a reason this war is called American Civil War II Electric Boogaloo. Make the troops proud. Hash voting for life.
QQ, can you grab the song?
So is it I'm Afraid of Americans, Civil War II, Electric Boogaloo?
As soon as you launch
add
it,
the
we will
Bowie into
dance.
Already?
Yeah, because we're doing an immediate interrupt to that.
Let's dance. It's the rules. Oh!
I like that one. That was awesome.
No, sure, I loved it.
Look, that was quick and dirty.
Are we?
So,
Should we
I think we're gonna get it back.
pause?
That's all.
Get an extra 5
It was
seconds.
so embarrassing when that happened.
Yeah.
Time and space and stuff.
Sure.
They fly through dimensions, this is love. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. The muddled winds of a secret voice. Masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse.
Break it down, Chris.
Sorry.
Masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse.
You know, I did almost rename that one from Magic Dance to Dance Monkey Dance because it seemed more apt.
You were saying I noticed something
Yes.
that I was apparently so excited about.
It wasn't necessarily.
There are no winners in the dance chat. Nobody wins.
Chat wins.
Chat wins.
We
Chat wins.
get you win. We get participation trophies in the
It
form
was
of
still
whiskey at the end of the night.
embarrassing to abandoned B. I just feel like I should have been able to
What
sustain
do
the
I
dance.
notice?
Frogs.
You did the neck thing.
I want to know what I noticed.
Can I?
So back at the raft.
Please.
Okay. No.
Sorry.
So what you
That was more Sarah than
realize is that your initial assessment was wrong. That your target is not alone in that room. There are at least 2 other individuals who have been similarly still.
Well, that's better than what I was assuming.
Attention them.
It's a trap.
And that's what you figure out.
So nobody is moving at all inside this tent at all.
The original target who you noticed is hard at work at something. That's
So
all
there's
you can
like,
tell.
you know,
There's
like
movement.
Okay, so it's not also like statuesque.
No, it's just whoever that person is seems to be tinkering with something on a table.
Okay, I would like
You need to tense you stealth assassin those motherfuckers.
to like peek under the tent to see what actually is happening.
I always get slapped when I try that.
This tent has a Give me another move. Give me another move silently or
Okay.
stealth roll to see if anyone notices what you're doing.
I also have lockpick. I beat that by 4.
I don't
By
think
4?
tents have locks.
Either lock.
Yeah, you're
either
able
one.
to lift it up just a little bit on one edge. And remember that explosions are going off all around this camp right now. Where
Yes.
This is going on, and gunshots and everything else.
Yes.
Meanwhile, your party is
Chaos.
Being attacked
also
by devil
doing who
dogs
knows
or
what.
something.
It is so America
And,
right now.
and you were able. See, it's so American.
It is so America in the camp right now.
America all over the place.
It's like the 4th of July.
It is.
You see that, there's a man standing at a table who is tinkering with something.
Does he happen to have a name tag that says AC?
No, but he's not
That would be so
dressed. He's
convenient.
not dressed in any kind of uniform, though.
Okay.
He does seem to be more of a civilian.
What are the 2 that are in the room?
The
with
other
him?
2 are dressed in the regalia of the Vanderbilt Vanguard,
Oh, okay.
and they seem to be more intent on watching this guy work.
So they're like guarding him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a. Well, let's see what you have.
I have a plan.
Oh, you've got all sorts of psychology background. You could totally do this. Oh, but you're.
It's okay. I
killing that
still
roll.
have those skills.
We have metapoints.
And I
That's true.
have meta points and skills.
Many meta points.
Because Chad is the
Give me a
bomb.
criminology roll.
14, but
Yeah.
that plus 2.
I know. Do you want to slide somewhere else?
Possible.
I say there'd
I
be
have-
enough. You could slide and then slide again.
I have police science forensics on Emily Dickinson's side.
Odds, evens. Nope.
Oh. Nope. All right, I'm gonna
Wait.
spend. Now, if I spent points now, when I attack them, can I spend more points to go back?
You burn through all those points you want to. I have no problem with you guys burning through points.
I'm gonna spend 2.
That's never been a concern of mine.
Well, I just didn't know if I could do it on the same turn. I beat that by 3.
3. You're quite convinced that these guards are more interested in keeping this guy under lock and key than they are on.
So more prisoner than security detail.
Correct.
Okay.
This is where you do the double kill.
All right. So then what I'd like to do is spend 2 more meta points.
Okay.
And I would like to use my leap attack and attack 2 of them.
2 of them.
I think she was doing leap attack 2 of them.
Does the AC
But it
stand
did
for
look
Assassin's
really
Creed?
entertaining that
Because
way.
it does now.
Yeah.
So I'm leaping, attacking, and
So you're gonna go in through the front of the tent.
or I could rip it open with my knife from
There
where
would
I'm
be
at, and
no
then go,
more
We've been doing a lot of moves on this turn right now.
No
so
more
I
surprise.
I
I'm
can't
just saying.
let you get away with all of that.
So it's better moves wise to walk around to the front of the tent than to just slit a hole into it and
Or
jump.
just wait around.
And keep in mind that you did stop and dance for about 2 minutes in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You
You
did.
can just wait around and come in on the next round.
Is there hay nearby in which she could hide until the next round?
It's a pretty big leap of faith that there's
Yes.
some
What are
hay
you
there.
trying to do?
Yes. There is a large pile of hay nearby
I'm
could
gonna
just-
hide in the pile of hay.
In a cart?
for the horses
Yeah.
that are being used by
maybe
this
you could-
detachment of soldiers.
Maybe you could
And because if you're training,
form.
you can fall from nearly any distance into hay and be
With the
perfectly
form,
safe.
they'll come right over to you.
Yeah.
The horses?
So,
Of
so that's what
courses,
you
of
want to do on
courses.
your next turn, though, is you want to get in there and attack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going to move forward then to the Mountain Devils.
But I'm gonna like
Ah,
extra
to the mountain
prepare.
devils!
I'm
Yes.
like ready.
Is that to the mountain devils or to the mountain?
Devils?
Yeah, so the Mountain
Well,
Devils
punctuation is important.
Indeed it is.
are very interested in the group of you. And as there are 6 of them and 4 of you, what's the easiest way to do that? D4. That's how that works. Okay.
I still haven't gone this round.
Well, that was kind of sexy.
Nope, nobody has.
Okay.
No, Annie did. She went
I'm
first.
the only one who's gone. And then Emily, because I was 32, she was
Correct.
31.
Correct. Mountain Devils had a 28. You guys had 21s. He had an 11.
I'm an 11. I ate a smoke monster. With my lungs.
Belly.
Belly. Okay, so 3 of these Mountain Devils take one look at this elderly Johnny Appleseed, and for some reason decide that you are the big threat.
Johnny.
Well, that's because they smart.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe they know him.
So they come lunging forward and attack, and I need a defensive check.
They gonna miss.
I need a defensive check,
They gonna miss.
and I need one more defensive check.
And they gonna miss.
Cool. That was the first one. I
They
need
get 3 attacks each.
Yep. I need a defensive check.
Claw, bite.
That's
Slap,
terrible.
slap, punch.
All right. Well, then this one's gonna be my first one at a
bang.
-4.
Okay.
Finger. Finger?
Still made it.
Okay. I need a defensive check.
Matt, finger neck.
Finger neck.
I am going to use one of my divine relationships.
Okay. I need another defensive check.
Minus that is exactly passing. This one will be at a -8, right?
Yes.
Oh shit!
8-point penalty.
Shit on a shingle.
No. You did 3. You have 3 defenses, right?
3 defenses.
So you
4,
already-
8. Oh,
You're
then
at
that
12.
one did miss. Second one did miss. So third one's at a -12, so I need 2 ones.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of damage
Okay.
and 1 point of body damage
Ooh.
as this thing comes up and just bites into your neck, almost vampire style.
That'll buff right out.
If it doesn't actually do any points of damage, do I take the body damage? Because it's not even going to get through my toughness.
Because of your toughness and such? No.
Strength of character.
We'll say no on this one. I need another defensive check.
Unless I roll 2 ones. Nope.
Another defensive check.
Negative.
So we'll ignore the claw damage because there's no point. However, because it hit me with 2 claws, it will now start flapping up while holding you. And will lift you up into the sky.
Well, that's exciting.
That takes care of those 3. Then Teddy is apparently not a threat in their mind.
Well, he looks like an average, ordinary bear.
I know. He's actually wearing his black bear. He's in stealth.
Camouflage.
They are native to the region.
I will need 2 defensive checks from the professor.
2 defensive checks.
Yes, please. I missed with one.
You mean I didn't see them coming and hide behind something? As though I stated I would always do if there was danger coming my way? All right, fine.
I'm sorry, Professor, my bear camouflage is too strong.
Hashtag Jebediah, but only if he is wearing pants. Pants are important in a combat situation.
You know what? Meta point.
I'm actually wearing pants for change.
He is. I'm happy to say. You said meta point?
Yeah, I did. I said it and I meant every word and still missed it because god damn it, I can't fight.
So that was on both hits then? Were misses? Or, excuse me, both defenses did not sustain.
Oh, only the first one. I figured it'll only take 1 hit to kill me. Do you want me to
No.
roll the second defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hit me twice.
Okay, so 15 points.
Uh-huh. And then?
Sorry, it's that moment where you're blurring the line between Crash, Richard, and then Christian comes out right there on the what'd you do? Fuck you.
But you ate an apple before we started this.
I'm not worried about this is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's 15 so far. He's good.
It's just that we have like 2 very combat savvy people here with us, and I'm feeling real good about that until one of them is not with us and the other one just keeps shooting things that fly into the air.
I shot 4 of them.
That she makes you fling into the air. Let's not pretend that this was any kind of natural flight from her targets.
I
It was,
shot-
No, pull.
And then we're about to get attacked, and she comes out and is like, boom, 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 and they're all still coming. You know, like, oh, good shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
15 points
It
from
was.
one,
Uh-huh.
and 15 points from the other.
You said 10 points from one and 15 points from the other before. What's
That was
going
a
on?
bite attack. This was 2 claw attacks.
So that would still end up being 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, and this one also grapples you. It starts. Oh no, because it had to use all 3 to do it. It doesn't get to fly yet.
Oh, man. And it's really close, huh? It's like on me.
It's on you now. So
Wow.
I'm sure you're going to have some amazing invention to use in a second. I
Let's
look
hope so.
forward to that. The next one is going to attack Annie. 2 of them are going to. Annie, I'm going to need 6 defensive checks at most. Never mind. That's a miss. That's a miss.
4.
Wow. First one misses you completely. Then I need a defensive check,
Okay.
a defensive check, and a defensive check.
3. All right. All right. This isn't at range, though, is it?
No,
Okay.
this is melee.
Fine. All right. No. Oh, hit it exactly
Nice. On the first one?
on the first one.
Cool. I need 2 more, please.
That was good.
Beat it by 4.
And that's with the 4-point penalty.
Actually, it's on.
Oh, now
right
it's on with the 4-point penalty.
Right
Thank
on
you.
then.
I'm gonna need. Oh, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
And that one's no.
And that's no.
Okay, so that will hit you for 10 points of damage and 1 point of body damage.
All right.
But
And that completes them.
Now do we have to move?
And
No,
then
you're-
Johnny and Richard. One of you can go first. No, I'm going through the whole round.
Sorry.
he swung at you first. You go.
How exactly does he have a hold of me
You're
in this
the
flying?
air.
It's got a claw grabbed onto you, like it has grappled you.
Ow.
It's holding you. It's grappling you.
And is it a male or a female?
Roll it.
Binary gender descriptions mean nothing to Lone Pine Mountain Devils.
They gotta have some way. I'm assuming they're mammals.
You don't know that.
They got fur.
They have fur.
Do they have nails, claws?
Nads.
They're
Yes.
cryptic. I can't tell you.
Professor.
You're just asking me something you can jump.
Professor, bring out your NADS book. Let's see if we can
I
make a
just
match.
need to know which one it is, so I can know how to approach this situation.
Odds, evens. There's something there to hit. It's a 9. So no, you do not have any external target. If that's what you're asking about.
Well, then I guess my only alternate plan then is to grab some of my apple cider vinegar,
I was hoping you'd say that.
and I'm gonna
Oh, that's not good.
just wrench its mouth open and
Fill it full of
Squirt
salad
in.
dressing.
squirt it right
Give
in.
me that shot. Do it.
Or its eyes might be.
Do I get any kind of bonus since I am basically right in? He's got a hold of me. I ain't got.
You actually have a penalty because you're grappling.
The devil went down to Yosemite. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. 'Cause he was way behind, he was willing to make a deal. Hashtag Rosie, baby.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank
I will
you.
use it well.
I beat
Just like
that.
last time.
by 13.
Insult you.
I'm listening. Sorry, just one sec.
So what's this apple cider vinegar do exactly?
It's
Oh, it gives them a 5-point penalty to all checks.
it's kind of a.
Oh, because it
a
stinks and blinds them?
It really brightens up a dish.
Oh, I know.
Some wonderful floral
It
notes.
does. You can
It
clean,
doesn't really.
you can clean silver with it too, really well.
You did get a really solid shot off with it. However, I did manage to make that defensive check. And so the vinegar, it instead of seeming offended by this, actually kind of laps it up a little bit.
Does it all
Not
go in his
used to
mouth?
Tasty sensation.
Since you made your defensive roll, does all of the apple cider vinegar go in his mouth, or does some of it have perhaps spill on the lower devils below him?
Or go into his eyes.
What?
You know you missed me.
I made my check.
Where are these lower devils
If
below
you
them?
get to ignore
lying.
awesome things that I tried to do
I'm
because
just
you make
kidding.
your check on the dot, then I get to ignore awesome things.
I know, I was just being a jerk face.
However, no, it's okay. Johnny, that was your. Do you have one attack?
With that, yes, I want to attack.
Okay.
The lower devils would be in the lower rings.
Then Richard, you're up.
Oh, I get a turn. All right. Whew, all the way down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think the king isn't. Aren't you? Never mind.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
He got an
I rolled
11.
snake eyes on
And he
initiative.
gets to go next week.
But I'm still excited about this happening because I haven't actually had a chance to use any of my cool stuff that you put on my character sheet since every time we've been in combat and it's been used, somebody else has
Yes.
been me.
I know, and the reason I have to do that is because we use so much time on other things that I have to run through the buffs quickly.
Wait, like talking and.
Yeah, exactly.
And making
Okay,
funny.
I skipped my action this turn.
Well, you were gonna do something. What were you gonna do?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Just throw something at him.
You use your stuff,
You,
whatever you need.
you have a
do you
flamethrower,
do?
remember? He was going to
Yeah, I was just gonna shoot it with the shotgun, but it
He's using the blame.
was
for
everybody
now.
else's turn again.
No, it's your turn. So you're being grappled. You do normally have your shotgun out.
Oh, before I do that,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
I'm spending 4 meta points.
So you're gonna hit.
And I'm blowing my buff for Hacksaw.
yeah.
That works. You also, as a reminder, you do have a boosted your other abilities.
Oh, so
Over
I
there.
have
So
swarm.
your pilot abilities, you have a boosted version of that.
Oh, boosted pilot abilities are always fun too, but since I'm all the way over here, I'm just gonna get out that shotgun with that rotating barrel, unload all 3 barrels into that fellow that's grappling me, use Hacksaw to make sure it hits every other devil in the area, and we should be good to go. It costs a lot of points.
It did.
Worth
And I'll
it.
even let you know ahead of time that the one holding you missed the check,
Oh,
the defensive check.
Aw,
those range defensive checks are the hardest anyway. I understand. It happens to me all the time. Oh boy, I may have missed. Hold on, let me look. Nope, no, didn't miss. No, I still made it by at least 2. But I gotta use the shotgun thing. Oh
You could
yeah,
use the bonus.
I'm good. I'm using my bonus too because I want to make it by.
Okay.
I want to make it by 8. So
That bonus. Okay, so I'm just making sure, and you use what,
spending
1, 2,
my
3,
Patreon
4.
bonus to raise my 3 to an 8.
Okay. Cool. So you managed to.
All 3 barrels.
So 3 barrels. So that first one did not make it. That's what, 60 points per.
Mm-hmm.
That first devil, the one that was holding on to you, slumps down to the ground.
Yes.
with me.
Uh-huh.
And here I am, stuck.
But likely protected from other attacks.
well played, Mr. Gatling.
if you're wearing it like a blanket.
You managed to drop 2 of the devils with that one attack.
Woo!
Very well done.
Were they the ones that Rosie had already shot?
Yeah.
One of them was, one of them was not.
Bliss.
Well played, sir. Well played indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That brings us to Teddy.
Yes. First, to avoid heat stroke, I will remove my royal mantle and say, "Aha, devils! It is I, not a cunningly disguised brown bear in chinos." And then I will look for a target. He's still in the air, right?
Black chinos, though, because you're in stealth mode.
Of course, yes. He's still grappled in the
He
air.
is being lifted into the air.
Okay, well that devil doomed himself the moment he flung himself into the air within Annie's field of vision. So I will whip out the big stick and attack the others on the ground.
Sounds good.
Hashtag habitat building towards a fiddle. Chad is a devil.
Oh, you're building towards a fiddle
Towards a
because
fiddle?
chat
They're
is a
building-
devil.
they're building
they're
towards
doing
something.
the devil.
Yeah, no, but
Is
what?
chat trying to get into a fiddle contest?
I actually missed what it began
What is
with,
the fiddle?
so they'll let me know when it happens. And
The
I'm
devil
just
went
gonna roll with it.
down to Georgia.
Yeah,
Don't
Oh,
worry
man.
about it.
Chat, you're totally right, by the way.
Um,
It's way better to be on your side of that than this side.
It's a little,
Now
when you were
suddenly
watching
scared,
like
are you?
that.
it's a little terrifying. It's a little never have any idea. All right.
Yeah, go for it with your big stick.
Made it by 6.
6. That is a mighty powerful swing there, Mr. Emperor. Or no, Mr. King.
King now.
He walks softly. He doesn't swing softly at all.
5. How much did you beat it by?
6.
6. Does not make the defensive check, and that is a big old swing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there. None of them targeted you. Yeah, you dropped another one of those devils.
Does that mean anything?
Plugging it hard.
You can ignore penalties to called shots.
It slumps to the ground, and then you all feel kind of something.
Jiggy?
Something?
Oh, God. Oh, the
And
round's
instead,
over.
you just have a rule of cool dropped on you. So I need to know what you want to do the next round in your current avatars, because you've never gotten to do a rule of cool as yourself.
Oh, we haven't.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Didn't we?
Not as a
No.
I've never been. No, I think I did
Maybe one.
against like the alligator man.
Yeah, the Jakes.
There's 5 of you. Roll a d10. Mr. Johnny Appleseed, if you could please tell me what you would like to do on this turn.
Who's all been hurt beside me? Even though I ain't really been hurt.
I don't really remember, to be honest.
You're not really hurt.
I know who is hurt over here.
I took 10 points. I'm fine, though.
And you're still in the air,
Yeah.
being flown away. Flied away? Yeah, flown. Flown.
Flown,
Fleed.
flee, flown, fly, flee, fly,
Fleeing.
fly,
Yeah.
fly.
What time of night is it?
You're assuming it's
7:40 p.m.
So it's early evening. Yes, that's good. I'm gonna use my animal summoning
Okay.
because this time of night when the bats are all over the place,
Look how happy
and I am gonna
he is.
call all of the bats, all of them. I'm gonna start singing a song. It goes like this. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na bat. Bat. And I'm gonna have them sick all of these ugly things that are attacking us.
I like it. So that's what you're gonna do is you're gonna summon a bunch of bats to attack the Lone Pine Mountain Devil that is trying to
Oh, no, all
whisk
of
you off into the.
There's
All
like
of them.
3 left, right
There's
there?
3 of them left,
there are
right?
3 left, yeah. But you
Can
can
you
only
split up the
summon 10.
damage between 3 of them?
I'll focus all on him
Yeah.
then. Yes.
Sounds good. The king.
Okay, I guess I will walk softly. So softly, in fact, that the devils will wonder how it's possible, try to investigate, and then I will hit them with my big stick.
Whatever is that soft noise I hear? Whatever is that big
It's the
stick in my
pitter-
face?
It's the pitter patter of Teddy feet.
What could that be?
Do the devils have horns?
Yeah.
Do they have?
Good to know.
It's really frightening, and there's one on top of me.
They got a brass
Are
section.
they big, like
No, the one that
grabbable?
was on you, you dropped. Remember?
Yeah, I dropped him, but he
There's a
fell.
dead body. Yeah, there's a body on top. There's a corpse on top.
Great. Well, this seems like the perfect opportunity to use my special ability for the day since those have been unlocked.
Yep.
And I'm all the way in crash mode, so I'm gonna use my Superman punch to basically grab the devil by the horns
So to say.
and swing him around in such a fashion that his head twists and the rest of his body kind of follows and kicks another devil in the face.
I like it. Yeah, use him as an improvised weapon.
I'm using him as a large improvised weapon. I mean, how big are these things? They're like horse size?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I mean, they're the size of. They're probably about 6'4".
So skinny little old Gatling just picks up
Yeah.
this devil and throws it at another devil.
I
So
like it.
horns first, like a javelin.
Tapping into Crash's powers from when he was Kid Titan. Mm-hmm. I like it.
So the devil is necessary for your plans to work. You could say that.
I need the devil I know.
I was going to say it was in the details, but
It wasn't the details. Yeah. So I'm
They're
hoping
so
to
cute.
hoping to do something cool.
That's a
Not yet.
diabolic
We
plan
got-
you
not yet.
have.
So, Rosie.
Well,
Horns first.
Miss Annie,
Or Andy, I'm sorry.
Teddy has just taken one down that is on the ground.
Correct.
Correct.
He pummeled it with a very
So,
large stick.
That means 2 are down there, 4 left.
Correct.
Great. But 1 is in the air
No,
with
3
him.
are down. 3 are left.
3 are down, so 3
Yes.
are left, but 1 has him in the air.
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to step onto the head or butt.
Are you making fun of my queen? Bigot stick on.
Biggest sticketh.
Oh,
Biggest
Biggest sticketh.
Sticketh.
I want to hear
I
Johnny
like
say
it.
that.
I like
Biggest-
it.
we're not making
Sticketh?
fun.
Biggest sticketh.
Biggest sticketh?
Nice. Nice job.
Yeah, that was good.
It's not as good as the best.
so
I
I
always
step-
wanted a part 2 to that movie. I really did.
Why wasn't there
It was
one?
kind of a tease, really.
Yeah, especially with the trailer.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good. I will step on the body and use it kind of like as a launching pad, right? Like you run. As I'm doing that, I'm going to shoot another devil in the face. And after I've shot him, I will use his falling body to propel myself into the air, at which I will also shoot the both wings of the one that is holding him. One in each wing, and then the final 4th shot in his head.
Now, chat, I just want to remind you when you start doing your voting that Annie is an amazing shot. She's a fantastic shot. She can shoot the eyebrows off of a fly at 40 paces.
Not sure flies.
And do you know how
She
many?
also has a 4 body, a 4 mind, a 4 soul, and no skills at all other than shooting. So as awesome as that is, please let her fail. So what would you like to do, Emily?
All right. So I would like to ninja stealthily and quick, unzip the tent with my knife, then leap attack. But what I want to do is I'm leap attacking, and I would like to take both of the guards' heads, smash them together like coconuts with my thighs, then stab them each with a retractable blade, and then on the way back down, steal their pants.
For me?
Why do you want their pants?
For me, I'm always
thought they
running
were
out.
naked.
For Jonathan.
That's so sweet, Miss Amy.
I'm curious as to the physics of what you just described.
You know what? The physics are
She
good
lands
and all,
on
but
the
I just
head,
want to see
meteor
the...
style,
Watch.
twist, stabs,
The
splits
thigh.
down, and pulling pants on the way. This is a no-brainer.
Okay, yeah.
I just
It's the
heard
inverse
thighs.
law of ninja, right?
Law of inverse ninja power.
Law of inverse ninja.
So heads, coconuts.
Yeah, you're gonna
Stab knives, steal pants.
If you don't win, you're gonna have several roles involved in this, just so you know, in terms of acrobatics and everything else.
As long as I get new pants.
So place your bets. We'll see where this goes. There are a couple meltdowns that are gonna get
Chat, we have a
dropped
very
little
special
bit.
bond.
I'll take my pants off
Point
if
to
I win.
remember.
No, wait.
Stop
I
flirting
won't.
with chat, Maggie.
I already drowned for you. And I ate a smoked monster.
You did. You huffed a smoke monster.
Maggie just took a month off. Just saying.
We are glad you're back, though, Meg.
No, really.
You were very
We're
good.
also jealous that you got like 5 or 6 buffs when we all got none. So maybe stop flirting with chat.
Oh, Chat loves Maggie.
Can't have her. She's mine.
Well, I know.
He liked it. He put a ring on it.
He did. That's true.
By the way, where did that end up?
The ring is on her.
Did you get a good price for it?
Oh man, we are almost done on the voting.
It's very nerve-wracking, chat, not knowing.
I'm afraid that
Christian's
if I
cheating,
win,
you
I
can
have to
see.
sleep on the couch.
Not on this part. I
Oh,
can't.
you can't see right now?
No, he doesn't.
Oh wow.
He's a respectable
I
gamer.
interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
That can't be good.
That's not good.
You will not have to do all the roles I was going to make you have to do.
Chat voted for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was the size.
There was a lot of rolling that was going to happen and a lot of potential for things to go wrong, all with a -3 penalty to everything.
She found their soft spot.
Gotcha.
Pants.
Pants.
Size.
Yeah.
Pants. It was stealing the
I think
pants.
also the crushing
Johnny.
Thank you, Chat.
The
thighs.
thighs.
I'm thinking it was a
Catch
size.
the wink on that too?
Yeah, no, she did that.
Yeah.
Well,
thing
according to
afterwards.
Johnny, thighs doesn't matter.
That is true. It's the
It doesn't matter how big the stick.
it doesn't matter how big the apple is, just that you eat the whole thing. The apple, you got to eat the whole thing. It doesn't matter how big it is.
I'm missing my kids for this?
So, we are
It's nice
back.
to give them some time off every
That's
once
true,
in a
yeah.
while.
So she goes first, yes?
It's still the order it was. Annie, you're going first with
Yeah,
a
I'm still
3-point
doing what
penalty.
I'm doing.
You
Yes,
gotta
and
do
I
what
have
you
to
said
roll
you were
things.
gonna do.
Still doing what I was gonna do.
Yes, and I forget what it was gonna be.
So I'm
Oh,
going.
that's right.
Wing head.
Right. Awesome. So, Annie, you do that. First, I need an acrobatics check.
Okay, I don't
For
know
you, that's a
acrobatics.
body check. So please
It's
do
a
your
body check.
4.
No, it's a 3. I've lost one body already.
Maybe Patreon can save you there. Do you have a Patreon?
I do.
Okay, there you
I
go.
do.
You
But I
better
get no penalty for shooting on the run.
Yep. What'd she roll?
13.
You missed it by 10.
So instead of I run towards, and I attempt
So she basically throws herself on the ground as hard as she can,
Trips right over that body.
Son of a.
and then shoots the
Yeah.
eyebrows off of a fly.
But here's the thing. So yeah, I run and I don't step on him. I trip, but then I just go like this and shoot.
You do, and it's an amazing shot. Go ahead and give me a roll.
The shot. I beat it by 5.
Awesome. So yeah, you go running forward, and you're all set in your brain. This is amazing.
This is the best thing ever.
You are going to go. I mean, it's going to look like this weird combination of parkour and crouching tiger. It's
gonna be amazing.
Whatever the
John Wick.
Yes, it's an amazing moment. But yes, instead you put your foot right on top of that devil and you
Oh, no.
step down, and the devil, this
He's
in particular
slippery.
devil actually had osteoporosis. Your foot goes cracking through part of its skull and it slides off to the side. Your 6 shooters, though, they're all set. You take an aim at one of the other devils. You fire off with this beautiful shot in its direction, and
Great.
you do manage to hit that devil and wing off one of its eyebrows.
Yeah.
Or one of its eyelashes, excuse me, and the eyelash flutters in the sky.
It's a
It's a gorgeous
30
moment.
30 damage eyelash?
No, it didn't hurt it.
Oh,
You
okay.
fumbled the first check.
I still hit though. Okay, I see.
But you did. You managed to crop dust one.
It's really embarrassed now because its eyebrows are uneven and it just had them done.
Okay,
And
so
that
now
threading is expensive.
right, so you said I fall on my side.
Yes.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna. My second shot was for the wings, which is in the air. Now I'm on the ground,
Yes.
so I don't need to move.
No.
Yes. So you're just gonna
You're
start
in the-
shooting up in the sky at the
I'm
one.
You're in the
going to
reverse
point
prone
blank
shooting
this.
position.
Awesome.
You could even argue if
Give me
you're
your rolls
smart
for
that
that,
you're
please.
braced against the ground.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So 12. So beat it by 4.
Uh-huh.
8. Beat it by 8.
Okay.
On the third one. Ooh, a 3. Beat it by 13.
That's the one in the head.
Yeah. The first 2 are
Because the
wings.
likelihood of Christian having to walk home and becoming exponentially higher. As the evening goes on, here is a buff to make him feel slightly better. Hashtag Jack Sunbound.
Oh.
Thank you. Hopefully I won't walk home.
I would never. That's really sweet, Chad.
So
He can always sleep on our couch.
No, he's sleeping with me.
Oh, okay.
so that first shot,
So wait.
the first shot was by 4, correct?
Yes. 4,
Okay.
8, and 13, and it was wing head is how I described it.
Yeah. Well, there's some grappling modifiers that are coming in.
Oh.
Oh.
So, that's halfway good.
For him.
It's not the thighs, it's how you use them. Someone reassure Annie, though, her hips don't lie and these words don't mean a thing. Hashtag MetaPoint, hashtag welcome back, hashtag stealth period, mission period.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, that was so good.
I do have good news.
Okay.
Okay.
She didn't kill me?
Your first.
That is good news.
I didn't say good news for you.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. Ish. Your first shot does manage to. I wouldn't even say. I was going to say wing, but that's not actually true. You do manage to plug that mountain devil as it's flying away.
Yeah.
With one of your hits. Your second shot also is true. Hits it. Your third shot, unfortunately, does hit your friend.
The one I beat by 13?
Yes, because I was rolling a percentile as to who it was going to hit. And so I was giving
See-
you good odds. I
Damn.
rolled, the odds were in
No,
your
I
favor.
got it, and
so-
I'm with you. Percentile
happened
makes
to be-
sense. I get it now.
Well, may the odds always.
yeah,
And
maybe
so
it is.
that's 45 points of damage to Johnny from the shot.
Just eat an apple.
And by the way, you're now falling
Is there a boat nearby you
with
can
the
land
body
in?
of the devil. Just so you know.
Falling with
land
the
on
devil.
him, Johnny.
Emily, your turn.
Yes,
You wanted to break into this tent and go all ninjutsu on
and I'm doing that.
the guards.
Thank you, Chad.
And you're going to do it
And
critically
I
because you
clunk
won
their
the
heads
vote.
like coconuts, and I stab each of them with the thingies, and then I take their pants.
So
Oh, right, you weren't fighting the dog.
I want to make you roll, but I can't because that's not how it works.
Yeah,
So
crit plus 10.
Cause Chad
Boom.
lags.
Yeah, you did. So talk me through it. Give me the whole. Yeah.
I unzipped the tent. Stealth.
There's no zipper.
There's.
I know that my knife.
I
is
haven't
the zipper.
invented yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you the
Rip
sound it
You
makes.
haven't invented.
Make sure you lots of detail.
I haven't figured out how to make the.
You just want the
Thing
details on the
rotate.
thigh part?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that part.
So I leap attack, my knees landing on their outside shoulders, clunk their heads together with my thighs. Then the blades like this, and then I stab each of them directly in the heart. And then as I come down, I take their pants.
Now, before you did that rip, the guards were not standing right next to each other.
Okay, then my legs were out.
How?
This is
Okay,
getting-
show us.
Hey, Chris, keep this up. This is getting good. What else? What else is different?
I'd like to revisit my question as to the physics of this.
at the sound of the rip
They
in the
come
tent,
together.
they both charge towards the hole.
Okay.
They both charge towards the. Yeah, go on.
That's on the internet now.
Yeah, you should pass that out.
How long is the internet? Is that forever?
Yeah, no, still forever.
Forever.
They
Still
both,
forever.
they both charge towards the rip. That
A few years when he looks
Hold
back,
it,
it's
hold
like,
it.
the,
where did everything
They
fall on the
both-
record?
They
He's gonna look back to this
towards the
episode.
sound
Yes.
that was made in
When
the
you-
tent fabric.
yes,
Was gashed open.
During all the explosions.
and they are too close together. And yes, you do all the head clunking and. The
So
stuff.
do they take damage from the head clunk and the stabbing? Because my thighs are very strong.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Yes, they take some damage.
Can I let
Yes,
out a gurgle at the moment of penetration?
yes, Miss Emmy, you have very strong thighs.
Okay. Which guys are those? Are those guys? Okay, they aren't dead. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Okay.
But they are very wounded,
And they're pantsless.
and they are pantsless, which you, sure, somehow did.
How cold is it?
It is now the Mountain Devil's turn.
I think he's trying to avoid making
More pantsless, charging toward holes.
Okay, so
now
there's
they're
two
out-
Mountain Devils that are alive. There's
now they're out of
3 on the
uniform.
ground.
I think it demerits for that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6.
also figured they'd be a little, like,
They could get busted down to crime.
I was going more for more, like, distracted and...
Teddy, I need a bunch of defensive checks, please.
Oh, so now they think you're a threat.
I have defensive combat mastery.
They've realized that
Yeah,
you're
they
not
love
an
that.
actual bear.
That'll probably add to your DCV, right?
So,
No,
It's
no, it
already at
doesn't.
the
Yeah,
top.
that's up there.
so here, so I roll 2.
Ow.
All right. Success
Yeah.
Success.
and failure,
Uh,
which is an opportunity for another success, which I also failed.
need 3 more, please, and make sure he's doing the cumulative penalty.
Excellent. Bully! I get hit again.
Okay.
Not that time, though. I have learned after taking 3 direct
No,
punches to the
No,
face.
you would because you
That'd be a
got
minus
Like
8.
Oh,
Yeah, but he
minus
still
8.
made that one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
so
he
I
get
still
that?
made that one. It was the 3.
He made that with a 3.
So you have 1 defense. You've
Yes.
already defended 3
Oh, he only
times.
does. Oh, that's a. Okay, I'm
So he has
sorry.
to
I
get
read
one
that
one
wrong.
to
I thought it was
this
2 defenses, not it's 2-1.
Okay.
It's just the way it's written. It
Sorry,
says
yeah,
2-1.
attack/defense 2/1.
Okay, so I got hit
12 points of
4
penalty
times.
there. So 4 times. Okay. So that is going to be 22 points of damage.
That's a tough
22 points of damage.
Yawn.
15 points of damage.
Oh.
And 1 point of body damage.
Oh! Now you're only superhumanly strong.
You are being grappled now. And one of them is also trying to fly off with you. And then there was a 4th hit, and that would be 15 points of damage.
Oh, got into my actual hit points there.
Not just the bear's hit points.
Yeah. And that would be those mountain devils. And then okay, you have 2 soldiers who
Yes.
are very
Probably
unhappy
mad.
with you.
They have no pants.
Yep.
I truly want to get to that next hashtag hack attack. Emily fiddling with the devil sounds interesting.
That sounded dirty.
Yeah, Emily fiddling with the devil.
So I need a couple of defensive checks from you.
Okay, sure.
They
I'm
are,
also cat-like.
Yes, they are ranged defensive checks.
So that means what? That you're gonna lick it clean later?
It means you maintain your balance and
That
stuff.
I'm balancing.
Yeah.
And I'm a
gonna-
defensive combat master. I don't know if that means anything.
I know what all that is. It's all in your top number.
Okay, I'm using a metapod.
I'm sorry. This is my favorite move she does when she's not exactly sure what she's gonna
list
do.
all the things.
She just starts reading off of her character sheet random things and hoping it's the right thing.
That is exactly my plan.
Push all the buttons.
Just a little more towards #hackattack.
Thank you, chat.
Oh, thank you.
No, I really meant that I actually do love it. It makes me so happy. Maggie does the same thing. She just...
All right. Oh, sweet Jesus. I did not make that one. But you know what? I'm going to use my one of my rerolls, my divine.
Okay, go for it.
rerolls.
All right.
I beat that one by 1.
Awesome. What about the second one?
Second one. Ooh, I beat that one by 7.
Be glad that you beat that as a pair of shotguns are fired off at you from a very close range, but do not manage to
I'm dodging.
Yeah.
penetrate your person. Next
Your
up
hips sway from
is
side to side.
your hips don't lie. Next up is Johnny, who you are now falling.
Oh, you know what's
But
funny
he still
about
has to commit his... Yes, he still has to do his action from Rule of Cool, so while he's falling...
He's doing the thing.
what was my?
So while you're falling, you call all of the bats.
Oh yes.
The bats. Maybe
Yes.
they can pick
Maybe
you
they
up.
can hold you along.
Yeah.
At a -3.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, bat raft. Da-da-da-da-da, backdraft. Da-da-da-da-da-da, bat shaft.
Batcraft?
Bat shaft.
It's a skill.
You can catch him.
Wow.
10 bats.
10 bats.
10 bats.
Are they like big bats, like
And
flying
you said
foxes?
he's old. Perhaps he's frail and like only weighs 80 pounds.
Perhaps he's frail and has osteoporosis
Oh, I got-
and will die when he hits the ground.
He
that
is
what you're
Johnny
saying?
Appleseed. They are probably fruit bats, which are the largest variety of bats.
They could probably each
Boom.
carry
So you carry the bat.
8 pounds.
And think of how many trees would grow from his corpse.
Jack's
We want a
bred
bearish of
could eat
bats.
No fat. His wife could eat no lean. Between the two of them, they'd lick a platter clean.
yes.
#metapod unless they don't need it, then put it towards hackattack. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play that fiddle hard.
That's a euphemism, right?
I don't know. I'm scared. Did we break you?
I always play my fiddle hard.
I don't think we broke him. I think we upset him.
No, I broke a long time ago. I just come to the show as a broken shell.
He's come to expect
It's okay.
it now.
I've come to accept it as part of the role. Okay, so yeah, so the 10 bats, they do come flying out, and they do their best in their little bat way to cling on to you and try to prevent you from hitting the ground.
I just see all these little bats.
#hackattack. Emily finds a pyrite fiddle in the hay. When she plays it, not only are the devils charmed, but the pants-less soldiers are taken for immediate court-martial due to being out of uniform.
That's the song.
Okay.
That's the hack?
Yes.
You charm those
they
devils,
did,
bitch.
They did hit it.
We
So
found their
I'm
weakness.
gonna drop it in just a second. First, I gotta finish this up. So yeah, so you
But
I
I,
love that.
I
Chat.
still have
That's
to roll
an
my
amazing
landing.
hack.
there are 10 bats that are trying their
Is it-
darndest
would
to
it be
keep you
this?
from landing.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Wait,
The good thing is, bats, as far as mammals go, are incredibly
were
sturdy.
you about to say that they were gonna keep me from landing hard?
So you're gonna take more damage than I thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not to mention you have to make your osteoporosis check because it's winter.
No, bat flan.
Did I use that +4 yet?
So they had you. They were carrying you for 2 rounds
2 rounds.
up in the sky as it let go of you. So you are going to take 60 points of damage as you.
I'm gonna eat an apple.
Yes, good
can
plan.
totally do that on your next turn.
It's a move action. You
And he
said it
hasn't
was
really,
a move
yeah,
action.
he hasn't really taken
I'm
one
not
since he's
taking a
falling.
move action.
Takes him no energy to move right now.
Okay.
I'm
I'll give you
still
that.
gonna leave me
I'll
not-
give you that, Johnny. Richard, you're up next.
at 5 hit points left.
I still have to do what I'm going to do. So I have a large battering ram that is shaped like a mountain devil that I am poking into another mountain devil like said battering ram.
That's what you said you were gonna do. That's right. I forgot about
Right.
this.
So skinny little Gatling picks up the 900-pound devil off of his body, tucks it under his arm like a hip-fired bazooka, and runs full speed at another devil, horns first.
Give me the check, please.
Check, please.
All while not making eye contact with that devil.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, there I am.
Yeah, this.
I made it. It's a terrible fucking roll. But I made it by 2.
Okay. So you were going to try and impale a devil with a devil.
I'm trying to impale the
Gonna
devil.
hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
So that is an improvised weapon. You're using your Titan strength and everything.
Yeah. I kind of like, want the devil's head to pop out of the other devil's mouth if I hit it just right.
I can't wait to go watch what happened over there.
We're just listening.
Yes, you do manage full penetration.
I love
So I get the one devil's head to go out of the other devil's mouth, and out it comes.
Out it comes.
The head. Sorry.
Sarah's done.
Sarah, do you need some napkins?
Sarah, you're driving. Devil's down. Teddy's up.
Next.
Okay, well, I was attempting at a -3 roll now to walk so softly they would all be lured in, and then I could ambush them with my big stick.
Yep.
I think all is now 1.
Yep.
Can I roll that?
Yep.
Oh, wait. I have attributes.
Can he use those?
Can I use attributes?
It's okay if he uses his attributes.
Hey, stop trying to Maggie and Sarah in.
I should be able to use attributes, right?
You have to list them off so that he knows
gonna
what
kill
you're
you
talking
again.
about.
You know-
Specific attributes.
So I get to go home early? Oh no. Wait, I carpooled. Never mind.
Never mind. He takes it all back.
Take it back. I'll use my attacks instead.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Maybe my skills?
Just do what you said you were gonna do.
Okay, so
we can
I'm
all
trying
be
to
each
walk
other.
softly. What should I use for the
Stealth.
stealth? I don't have that. So.
Okay. So body.
This is probably a point where I should point out that walk softly is not actually an ability you have.
Teddy doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that.
This is one of those do as I say, not as I do sort of situations.
I like how he talks like he has some kind of point.
All he's gonna do is look at them and be like, "You don't hear me."
Give me a bluster roll.
Maybe
I don't know what that was.
Intimidation bluster.
Made it by 5.
Okay, somehow you managed to walk softly.
Really well.
Because even with the 3-point penalty, you're still made it by 2. And then if you would like to do your big stick attack.
Of course.
He has
Against
bear
Mr.
slippers.
Stick to it. Beat it by. Do I still have the -3 to this? Only 9 then.
Okay. Yeah. That devil is down as well.
I'm totally using attributes next time.
Yeah, attributes is the way to go. I don't know why you didn't just go that way.
you should use attributes.
Are we
more.
meta meltdowning?
Oh god, yes.
Looking at Jane who are sitting by.
Unless it does.
Unless he does something daft.
It's like the classroom from hell. Because you can't say, oh, I'm rearranging the seats. You sit there and you sit there, and then somehow it'll all
Oh, let
work.
me tell you, that's a pain in the butt.
Oh my gosh.
There we go again.
Okay, so this is a random one on who's getting who.
Richard.
Richard?
Yes.
Yes?
Richard is going to you.
Okay. Teddy.
Teddy is going to be Mags.
Yes. Emily.
That's going to be Matt.
Johnny.
That is going to be Christian.
I always get Johnny. I love
Can I
this.
take your hat?
Trajan.
I don't think we can do. Oh no!
Is that alright?
I guess it has to be now, doesn't it?
Take your hat back.
No, it's okay. I'll just start taking things off of you.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow
Kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. I'm
I'm
kidding.
not.
Kidding.
Kidding.
Dude, you already said it. It's on the internet.
Oh geez, now that's
It's
a good
there
tip.
forever.
Can't say anything on the internet. It's not true.
Guys, this is all I wanted to happen this evening.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
so,
the thing with me taking off? No? Okay, all right. Sorry.
can do that, though.
I'm checking. I'm checking. Just
That's
pass the
totally
waters.
cool.
Isn't it awful? It smells like salmon and regret.
No, it's the best thing ever.
I want to attack the darkness,
So, next up.
I would like to say on my turn, or before my turn, I would like to use my swarm form that Jenica has, so that when people in it obviously shoot at me, I will be safe.
You can do that on your turn, Annie.
Fine.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot.
Why?
Why?
She shot me.
I was about to do a healing spell on you, you jerk. Oh!
Give me the roll.
That's good.
Oh, Johnny's going down.
What'd you say?
Give me the roll.
I missed.
Why is didn't do anything?
I rolled a 15.
Emily, what
I
are you
didn't
gonna
actually
do?
miss.
You're in a room with a pair of.
Yeah, he didn't actually.
I didn't actually. I rolled a 15.
Okay, give me a
Did that-
defensive check.
Did that hack attack mean that those gentlemen were down?
I missed.
The ones in the tent?
There you go.
Did that hack attack mean that those gentlemen were down in that tent with Emily? And by down, I mean defeated.
With
Yeah.
one nestled right between her thighs and the
Yes.
other two with knives.
Let me think about the friggin' hack attack. Give me a second. This is this moment where I'm wondering how I got to this point in my life.
You are very creative.
Okay,
That's your right
so
hand.
You decided to become friends with me. That was your problem.
That was the problem.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. I forgot about the hack attack. So back in the tent, as we get to, you're out of initiative,
Excellent.
but you're just gonna stay as these people for a little while.
How long can I stay in swarm form? Or should I just
You're
wait
not in
until-
swarm form yet.
So I should just wait
Yeah.
until
So
a combat situation.
so here's what's going on. Those of you who are back at the campsite with the mountain devil. It's just adorable. Those of you who are back at the campsite with the mountain devils, the devils have all been defeated, as you are well aware of. And they're all on the ground in various states of beaten the crap out of.
I'm gonna start eating apples like there's no tomorrow.
I'm gonna pull out my
you-
patented digging machine so that we can get all these devils in the ground so they don't
The
start
re-excavation
stinking
tool.
up.
Yes,
The
you can-
re-excavation tool. I'm going to dig up holes so that we can put these devils in the ground so they do not befoul the air.
Okay, you can do that. Emily,
Yes. Honey.
so in the tent, in your fight with the two shotgun-wielding Vanguard members,
The pantsless ones,
yes, the ones without their pants.
whose heads I cracked together with my powerful thighs.
Yes,
Those gentlemen,
those gentlemen.
whose tent I unzipped.
Did they count as gentlemen when they were both between your thighs?
Miss Dickinson, on your way back, could
Depends
you
on if they were
please,
screaming or not.
Gentleman is plural.
Miss Dickinson, on your way back, could you please get those gentlemen's guns and bring them back? I have an idea for an invention.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
An invention involving guns?
Yes.
That's not like you, Richard.
Bully, you're so funny.
I can take them apart.
There was a delayed after effect from the stabbing that you did to the two gentlemen. They bled out spontaneously and died.
Spontaneously.
Well,
They burst
I mean, not
new
spontaneously.
knife
they,
wounds?
Yes, they you win. You win. You all win. Okay? You win. I don't know how you won an RPG, but you won. Congratulations.
We owe it all to you.
I don't know if we could have done this without you. I'd just like to thank, first of all, Chat.
Yeah.
The Academy, of course, my mom for raising me right.
Okay, so here's what happened.
I got my nose.
In the tent
Yes.
is this gentleman who, throughout the time that you were beating the crap out of these two guards, continued hard at work at the job he was doing on the table.
Which was what?
He's some sort of, Emily doesn't have any kind of mechanical skills or whatnot, so she doesn't really know.
But I am cat-like.
Can we use that?
You're what?
You could get up on the table and knock stuff over.
Okay, cat-like was bad enough. I heard cat-like? Well, one that's not in her biography, which I read before.
Catholic
building the
ninja
character,
Emily
and
Dickinson.
Two, what the hell does it have to do with anything?
Maybe she needed to like reproduce very, very quickly.
This is why she wasn't there when the devil showed. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm a birth control atheist.
I'm going to just continue talking, and it won't matter. And so that's
Chat will be
Now you mean?
so you. Yes, you. This guy just continues to work. You've ripped open the tent. You've slaughtered the 2 guards who were holding him in bondage, and he continues to do whatever he's doing on the table, whistling a little tune to himself.
Sir? Sir? Is the gentleman deaf?
Give me a.
Would I roll?
I'm not even going to ask for a roll on this.
Attributes?
You just kind of look at him for a moment, and you notice that he has a couple of devices of some sort plugged into his ears. And there's a small cable running from each one,
I ninja pluck them from
going
his ears.
down into some device on his hip.
Yes, an iPod. I ninja pluck them out of his ear.
You look around. Oh,
Sir,
hi! Didn't see you there. Hello.
hello. Would you care to come with us, sir? We have liberated you from your captors.
Captors?
I assume these pantsless gentlemen were guarding you as you worked.
Oh yeah, I've seen them around for a while. I'm not quite sure what they were doing, but I was just, working on some devices.
Please, I have a friend who would be very interested in learning about this device. I believe.
Really?
Yes. Richard, could you come to the tent, please?
I'll make haste to be on my way.
So you're gonna go to the camp. I like this. I love this actually. This is great.
following.
Anyone go with Richard, given that he is defenseless?
Boy!
Well, he's got a shotgun.
Why don't all of you come with him?
And that other thing, and a big bag of tricks.
Right.
But I have apples, which are nutritious, and so I will follow along and protect him.
Given everybody
Can I have
apples?
one of those? I kind of hurt my foot. I stubbed my toe. I think.
So you all head to the tent. Thankfully for you, somehow
I'm gonna hand
the
it to
distraction
you because I don't want you
continues.
shooting any more
The
of my
battle, the
apples.
fights, the bombs, the explosions, the gunshots, raging off in the distance. Thankfully for you, the distraction holds throughout all of this ridiculousness that you've been doing. And you show up at the tent, yes.
All of us.
Ma'am.
And Emily is in the tent along with this stranger. And actually, Richard, you used to work for
Richard.
Mr. Edison.
I'm sorry, I'm Johnny Appleseed.
Richard, you used to work for Mr. Edison.
I did used to work for Mr. Edison. I don't
So
know.
you actually recognize this man.
I
He was
recognize
a
this man.
co-worker of yours.
This man is a co-worker of mine.
Whose first name, you didn't really know him very well, but everyone just called him Nick.
Nick. All right. Howdy, Nick. How is it going?
Nick, why do these men not have pants on?
He's in my back story too.
Chris, thank you for being the GM of the best show on Hyper RPG. Don't become too broken. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you.
You have to understand, he's also doing this with only 2 days rest.
And it was Mother's Day yesterday, so
No
No
rest.
days.
No days rest, yes.
because I got a whole day.
Yes, you got a day of rest, yes, which is good. This is a former co-worker of yours when you were working for Edison, who went by the name of Nick, and he looks at you and he says,
If it's that Nick, he's in my background too.
probably is. Looks at you,
Oh,
Richie? Richie, it's so good. No,
I prefer-
Ricardo, no,
I prefer to go by Professor.
Reginald.
Professor, please. But
Oh!
yes, it's me.
Hashtag MetaPoint. Chris, I forgive you for hand waving the fiddle getting court-martialed because honestly, the hack attack you all created for yourselves was positively spectacular.
It was ridiculous, Pax.
We did create a hack attack for ourselves.
Pax, please write something in which I get to win. I'm kidding.
I played that fiddle. It was
It's
glorious.
true. So there is actually a fiddle in this room, on the table.
Does any one of us have any skills in?
Oh, I'm
Music.
amazing.
She has skills in
I'm
performance.
absolutely amazing
That's
on the fiddle.
fantastic. Well,
He-
maybe at
she
some point
has,
we
yes.
could get you to play that fiddle.
I'll play it right now. while
I've
you're
been
talking.
known to pluck a tune or two.
But right now I'd like to talk to Nick.
Yes,
Nicholas, do you prefer
Professor Gatlin!
There is no Nick here.
Nikolai Tesla. I believe we met.
Yes, of course. I remember you and your work. You're brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's Not always fun to be in the employment of Mr. Edison, but it does pay the bills.
Nikolai, is that your
Yeah,
name?
AC.
good old AC.
AC.
Uh-huh.
Alternating current.
Alternating current.
Sir, I'm going to get right down to the point. You need to come with us.
Okay.
Excellent! Tally-ho!
And as we go, I put my arm around him. My blunt friend just wanted to rescue you from this war, and we're going to travel back to safety.
I'm gonna take the fiddle and start playing it with all of my vaulted gunslinger skills.
Managed to shoot 3 of the strings off.
It only plays the 2 now. Oh, no, wait, fiddles have
So
4.
you are
Wait,
taking him back to the rafts, is that correct?
That is the plan.
I believe that is
I'll
the
zip the
plan.
tent back up.
It was slit with a...
Could sew it. I'm sure Emily has spent time sewing, I'm sure.
It's true, she probably
It's a
could.
whip stitch.
It's fast.
You gonna whip
So
it?
you're saying whip it,
That's
whip
a
it
real
good?
thing. It's a whip. I know you do.
When a slit tent comes along,
You must whip it.
to prevent the evil throng.
You must whip it.
Your thread is nice and long.
Until you whip it.
Whip it good. Do some whippets. Whip it good.
Oh.
So we get him back to the boats.
Or Nikolai test. I don't know. Whatever his name
Nikolai.
is.
Nikolai.
No, it's
Nikolai.
Nikolai. It's there's no I at the end.
Right.
You're right,
Nikolai.
You're right, AK.
Nikolai.
No, it's supposed to be Nikola Tesla.
AK's
Nikolai.
always right.
So, actually, AK, could you send me whatever hack attacks have happened as well? Because I got so confused. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know why you were
I don't
confused.
know why I lost track of what was going on, but I feel like I missed something in there. Yeah, Nikolai is Sokolov. That's where I got so confused. That's who it should have been.
God, it should have been. That would have been a really good
That'll
story.
happen in another world.
Wait,
That'll be good.
rescuing Nikolai?
So
But if Nicholas
yeah,
Tesla
you
was
all
really
decide
Nikolai,
I
to
got it.
Go back to the boats.
yeah, you guys decide to head back to the boats.
And it's not like it's the wrong plan. We've got the king with us, so it's the
This is
right
true.
plan.
Indeed.
And our mission was obviously to rescue Nikolai. We have
I call that a very successful stealth
We have-
mission.
I must,
So
I must say, King Theodore, though I
Do I seriously only have a shovel as my only weapon?
disagreed
vinegar
with the
Shovel and
tactics.
vinegar.
You got your you got your fist.
I cannot argue with the results. Congratulations.
You
Oh,
did well.
Crash is
Emily.
realizing this.
That's
right now.
really upsetting. I don't like that at all.
So you manage to get back to the boats, and somehow the distraction holds, and you
Escape.
peel off and escape. After a while, you go back to the original campsite, the rendezvous point at which you were supposed to get back together with the rest of the team. They sustained a few casualties in the battle, but all in all, the mission is seen as a success, as you were able to abscond with one Nikola Tesla and bring him back to Teddy's encampment.
And on the way
Richard's
back, I
very
assured
excited.
him that I am a man and not a bear.
He is quite content to learn this information. He was-
Excellent.
Yes.
Are there any wounded to which I should tend? As I have biological science.
And a self-surgery
And a
kit.
self-surgery
And a
kit.
self-surgery kit.
Don't sell yourself short.
You know, I never do that. I'm sorry. I always sell myself very tall.
I could actually watch this interaction for a while.
We are.
Go ahead.
So you get back to the camp and you
I can peddle my self-surgery kit to all the wounded soldiers so that they can self-surgery themselves, so they do not require the use of a doctor.
Okay, this is odd. Not only do I not have any guns at all, now my pants are gone and I don't understand it.
I believe Emily has some more pants for you.
Indeed, I do.
Correct.
Here, 2 battle-worn pants.
Thanks.
Keeps. One shall be your main pants. One shall be your emergency backup
I would just like
pants.
to go on record as to saying that I am not comfortable.
So you continue back to the campsite, and Teddy's
Please stop shifting.
generals.
It almost sounded like you said
Teddy's
generals.
generals.
I can watch this for a while too. This is also very entertaining. Teddy's generals are quite happy at the arrival of Mr. Tesla. And there is a debriefing that occurs.
Debriefing? No, we just rebriefed.
Oh God! We should not be allowed to do this show twice in this many days because we just lose it.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with
Because
both
we
my
had
guys.
it before.
It's fair.
Yeah, we had our shit together before today.
Okay.
Obviously.
I crushed 2 men's
It's all
heads
good,
with my
chat. We're back.
thighs.
We're back. We're back.
I shot Johnny
We
in
still
the
have
face.
another meta meltdown, yeah?
Oh, thank God. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of not having any guns or pants.
No, you have pants.
You have
back.
extra pants.
And you backup pants.
Emergency backup pants.
If you would,
They're
You
gone.
lose them already.
Johnny, I think
Anyway,
I
the generals are very happy to.
This guy talks to rats.
You lose pants like a shark
And
sheds
they
teeth.
they begin to have conversation with him. You all are there because why not? And what you learn in the course of this conversation is that the reason that he was being sought out, which your avatars knew, but you as pilots did not. But now you're all sides of your brains are aware of the evil, sinister plot. You learn that Nikola Tesla has plans for the for a nearly complete
Death Ray.
hydroelectric power plant
It's not as cool as
in
Death Ray.
Arizona.
And
They have water
Where are they
in
going to
Arizona?
get water?
Will it be
in
using-
Arizona?
Will it be using the alternating current theory or the direct current theory?
Alternating all the way.
And
And
will
it is
And Edison's on board with this?
yes, because he recognizes the potential for the power here, both
Where are they
literally
going to
and
get the
figuratively.
water?
That makes a whole
The
lot
Salt
of sense.
River,
there's a salt river
correct?
in
It's
Arizona.
near Phoenix,
Well, salt.
and this dam is already nearly complete. And with the completion of this dam, the industrialists figure that they will be able to use Arizona as a launching pad into
The West.
most of Southern California, and sustain themselves both with the agriculture they'll be able to develop there, and also the industrial capacity that will come about from being able to easily and readily smelt the high reserves of copper that are in the region.
I understand.
I think it's time that we break a dam.
Which would be enough to make tons and tons of wires. So then they could just kill Tesla off.
So the dam is already nearly complete.
All right. How far away? We're pretty far
You
away
are quite
from
far
that.
away. You can switch back to your original identities.
We
Oh,
have
that's
another
great.
meltdown. Do you want us to go to somebody new?
No, no.
Sorry, I lost all your pants.
You really did. You used your turn as Johnny to lose
I
2
need my
pair of
hat.
pants. I'm impressed.
Well, I mean,
The hat.
Oh, I have to dress the king.
It is good to be king, is it not?
It is indeed.
And on your AC thing, don't forget that it isn't just Edison who's in charge now. He has an entire retinue of industrialists who are working with him. So even if he was to
Oh, I miss it.
veto on the AC,
It's
it
warm.
would be moot because he
It's
would have
very
to do
warm.
with Vanderbilt and Morgan and Stanford.
I feel
and
like
all these
Edison
others.
would find a way.
Maybe when you get there, you'll discover that it's actually not.
But he's pure evil, right?
We should meet with my generals. How many forces do we have in the area? How quickly could we move upon this dam? And with what force?
You're asking the wrong side.
I mean, to try and what?
I'm a player. I have no idea.
You've got meta points if you want to use them.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm saving them for when I need them.
Oh, okay. The generals tell you that to try and mobilize your entire army in that direction would take weeks. Additionally, there is still a large threat right here in the Tahoe region. Even with the reserves coming to the south from Cascadia, the Free Republic of Cascadia, you're still going to have to deal with, they still have other forces they need to deal with. It's possible that a small strike team
Perhaps
might be able
perhaps
to move
5 or
down in
6
that
people
direction.
strong.
Perhaps half a dozen or so. Maybe
Seems
able
like a good
to
number.
head down in that direction and deal with the threat that the dam poses.
Excellent.
That damn threat is serious.
Are we trying to take the dam down?
We shall determine that when we get there. Bully,
I don't know.
who's coming along with me?
Well, of course we're all coming along with you.
If we could all, besides taking it down, we could also take it over, as it seems to be a good weapon, source of energy, a strategic position.
Now, okay, yeah, I'll spend those. Sorry, I'm trying to have a conversation with somebody.
As Crash.
Yeah, not a good idea. while I believe that a half dozen people or so could take the dam, I don't know if a half dozen of people or so could hold the dam for an indefinite period of time against an army.
That is fair. Yes.
If you'll remember the Alamo, for example, as the Texans are so fond of saying. Are they on our side?
Oh, they're completely indifferent to all of this.
That's Texas.
They built a wall around the entire state.
I helped fund the wall.
What Texan knows how to build stuff?
3.
The migrants.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
Too far.
They got somebody
Too
else.
far.
They got somebody else.
Oh no, it's too far for Christian.
It's just too far.
That wasn't character.
That wasn't character.
We know. We know.
All right, so
If we were to destroy the dam, what would be the effect on the area there? If there are enemy forces in that area, perhaps they would be washed away in a great flood.
that is true.
Well, the dam ain't natural anyway, so we should do something about the dam.
You would destroy a large amount of agriculture that's been built up since the dam was created. The dam itself has been there for a bit, but it's the hydroelectric plant and the conversion of this dam into a power generating facility under the direction of Tesla that is so dangerous.
Richard is correct. It would be very difficult for us to hold it unless we were willing to go down in a blaze of glory.
I understand that you are
What?
king, but
Go ahead.
But who will lead your people if you were to die? I mean, who is worthy to ascend to the throne of Yosemite if not...
Well, one of my 5 or 6 children, whose names I looked up, and are Theodore Jr., Quentin, Kermit, probably Elizabeth, Voltron, and Robocop. I may have made up the last 2.
Mr. Gatling,
In the middle of this conversation, Franklin is over in the corner and he's just kicking the wall.
Oh, Franklin, he can take over.
Franklin.
He's kicking even harder now.
Don't
Don't do that, you'll break your legs.
break your legs.
I believe Annie has something she wishes to say.
I think we've gone a bridge too far.
Mr. Gatling. While a half dozen or so people cannot hold a dam against an army, I have no doubt in your ability to make us enough weapons of defenses to go off automatically upon a trigger system when someone came into an area, just destroying them.
Well, you make building a series of sentry weapons that can be remotely controlled in this day and age sound awfully easy, Annie.
Well, I just believe you could do anything.
And why would you believe something like that?
Well, I believe
She
that
has a
my...
mind of
Do
4.
everything, so-
I have a mind of 4.
Simple child.
If
And if you don't think you can accomplish that, I was
I
certainly...
think we have a better shot of maybe just blowing up the dam.
What if we do not assault the structure, but the infrastructure behind it, like the electricity and the wires that connect it to the generator?
You heard the alternating current part, right?
Yeah.
I think it
No
also-
wires.
Yes. It may also be...
What does it have? How do we disconnect the physical concrete structure from
It's the beauty of
electricity?
alternating current. I don't know why this DC thing is even catching on.
Market share?
So there's
That's
no
gotta be
way
it.
besides physically blowing up the dam to disconnect
Oh, we
the concrete
can
structure.
break a couple nodes here and there, but it's still probably holding power at the very least.
Destroying the dam will do the greatest amount of damage to the enemy if they in fact are growing crops and mustering on the plain below. Anything else is a half measure.
Dams can be rebuilt. Infrastructures cannot.
Well, more
And
so.
drowned soldiers, too.
All right, I support this plan.
Well, I guess we blow up the dam.
Think you can do it in one shot? Bet you can't.
Bet I can.
Shooting contest!
You're on!
I think I left something back in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I've pretty much come to the conclusion that she might be a little simple.
While you're having this conversation, I feel obligated to point out as your GM that you also are on a mission here as metapilots.
Oh, right.
To get him back
That
on
you
track.
may at some point want to.
Oh, right.
I do have a
Dig
plan
around
in
a
that
little bit.
general. It's just gonna require a little bit more work than I would have liked.
Well, I do see your point. I mean, I can see why Mr. Teddy wants to stay here.
I think we just get him drunk.
That seemed
We
to
like
work
drinking.
the first time.
Indeed, I
That's
do.
true. We have completed our stealth mission, and we did so with great success. And Mr. Roosevelt, I would like to challenge you to a drinking contest.
You're on, my young lady friend, who is young and a lady and my friend, which is why I said that specific thing, and
drinking
not something else.
contest?
A drinking contest.
Drinking
Meta
contest.
meltdown hack attack. Or not hack attack, but yeah, something. Whatever I just. What did I have to use?
What do I have left? Throw
I had
something
hack
at them
attack.
before
I
they
had
start
hack attack
drinking.
that I got to use too. Sweet.
There's a hack
Yes.
attack for you?
I'm gonna do it all. Meta meltdown.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so excited now for the drinking contest.
good. Well,
Me too.
Payback. This one's random. Who do you got first?
Teddy.
Teddy?
Yeah.
Teddy's gonna be you.
Okay.
Haha, here, this is for you.
You love that bear.
I do love that bear.
Who do you got next?
I don't know. Annie.
Annie. It's gonna be over to Mr. Crash Jackson.
Emily.
Emily is gonna be. Come on. Emily is going to be Jebediah.
Johnny.
Johnny is going to be Nick.
Once again, we have come full
warm.
circle.
So you're gonna be.
It's very warm.
That is downright tepid.
Richard Gatlin.
I am very excited to see you try and get stuff out of this. Yeah, cool.
Oh, God.
So Annie challenged Teddy to a drinking contest.
Hold on.
Wait, is
wanna
Annie
switch
still Annie?
hats?
No. She's Richard Gatlin.
She's Richard. The hats are how I tell who's who anymore. I've gotten so confused now.
All right. So I'm drinking. Bully, bring me your finest whiskey. Not even, it doesn't have to be the finest, it just be any whiskey you want. But I'm the king, so I should get the finest. Ah, Bully. Not actually going to drink the whiskey.
Great, I'm turning into DFA.
No, I'm not going to drink the whiskey.
Okay, so
Oh,
the
how do you wear this?
It's like that.
His head is so much bigger than mine, I don't know how it fits.
Well,
He
one
does
or
it
two.
without complaining, so try that.
Rude. You talk so to the king. How did I put this on backwards?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You got it. You got it. You got it.
This one doesn't do that.
It does. It
I
does.
think that maybe he's had that bottle the whole time.
There you go.
Okay. I'm ready to drink. Let's go.
okay. So I mean, it's Annie and it's Teddy. So
I'm
I don't
assuming
know.
we're rolling like
Well, Annie was the one who challenged you, and I haven't heard hide nor hair from her since then. So
she was distracted by the bear, I think.
It's whose turn?
Annie
Annie
are
challenged
Teddy's.
Teddy to a drinking contest.
To get
Oh, yeah.
drunk because I heard down the grapevine that helped get information.
Except my pilot is not Nick. It's alright. I
Well,
don't mind.
I did not
Bully,
expect him.
I will drink.
It doesn't mean that the others can't participate, or you can't find some other way to deal with the fact that Nick is now Johnny. That's on you guys.
My cunning plan has come to fruition.
I take a shot.
Can't say fruition without fruit.
Um,
An apple to fruit thing.
Is it just to the body? I believe probably it is.
Oh, I'm not going to make you take rolls on that. I just.
Oh, good.
You guys just figure this out.
You call that a drink? That ain't nothing. And I take a bite off the top of the bottle and chew up the glass and take a big swig.
Comrades, I invite you all to participate. Let us
Now,
drink to
see,
celebrate
that's
our
getting
victory.
into it.
I feel like that's what Annie would do.
Let us drink to celebrate our victory. I insist, everyone.
I believe
Drink.
that one of us needs to keep a level head here, so I will
I think that should be me.
I bet I can shoot that level head right off in
Right
one
this-
shot from a mile and a half away.
I bet you could, Miss Butler, but I think that we don't need to be pulling out our weapons while we are here drinking to our victory.
Would anyone be interested in some hard apple cider?
Bet I can drink more than everyone here.
I'll drink everything. In fact,
Bring out the keg. I'll drink the whole thing right now. Keg stand!
I bet nobody can drink as much as Johnny can.
If it's apple cider, then we are talking. I would not think I could hold my own with the likeness of King Theodore on whiskey, but on hot apple cider, I think I may have an advantage.
Miss Dickinson, I think you bring up an excellent point. I think we should change the drink of choice to a hard apple cider.
I find the nearest barrel of anything, not reading what it is because I'm too stupid to read. I do a handstand on the barrel, take my gun out with my toes,
Okay.
and shoot a hole in the barrel and start drinking from it, and really just kind of hope to myself that it's not like oil.
Madam, that.
Give me a roll, please.
Okay.
What kind of roll?
Any particular kind of roll?
I think she was that dumb.
Like a pilot roll or an avatar roll?
2d10, then please give me the number.
Okay. And then I say, woo!
Yeah, you,
Kerosene.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so yeah, you do exactly as... Actually, I mean, with a 19 on your shot, you missed the friggin' barrel. Like, to do the keg stand, pull it out.
It's a point blank, yeah, and I was wearing my boots still, and I can understand why that... Okay, that was a practice shot!
The amazing thing is that barrel
You're
was
trying to
full
shoot
of
with
fish.
your feet. Don't get me wrong. I know she's amazing at this. You're trying to shoot
With your feet.
Right, and just
with
past
your
my head.
feet. Yeah.
Keep in mind, I'm doing a handstand, and I'm pointing down with this gun.
So I feel as the GM, and maybe when we swap roles and you're GMing, I feel like there's at least a small penalty for that shot.
I'm not disagreeing. I just wanted to see what her limits were.
I mean,
Now I get it.
All right.
Awesome.
Are
stuff.
we still drinking?
But I just barely miss, right? So do I hit my head or do I hit the ground?
Ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need you to shoot Annie's head off yet.
Please don't shoot your head off, Miss Butler.
That was an excellent display. Continue.
That's Mrs. Butler.
I mean, sorry, Mrs. Butler.
Drinks. Everyone. Drinks.
Oh, I'm drinking.
So you guys imbibe for a while in celebration of your excursion to go free. Good old AC.
Are we still
Mr.
by
Tesla.
the lake?
No, the camp was further away.
Are we by any kind of river?
Sure.
I'm swimming.
That does not surprise me at all. Swimming like a bull moose.
Nude.
It's good for the
In his bear skin.
Though nobody can tell because I'm so hairy.
Yes. Yes, so that sounds like a good place to swap you back to your original characters.
A river runs through me. Or would I be running through the river? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Sorry, I made you nude.
Cloak. All the women want to make me nude.
Molly.
I think I broke the bear's neck.
It's okay. He was already dead.
So you've managed, you guys are having a nice evening of celebration and such. Teddy, after he gets out of the water, he is delirious enough from this whole experience that he does find himself 1 point towards pilot.
Ooh.
And I'm going to burn 3 meta points for you. So that each of you who is all the way pilot
Great.
can move at least 1 notch.
I was just about to ask if I could do that.
Because currently you would not give a darn if...
Yep.
I'm actually going to use my hack.
Okay. You can totally do that.
My min-max to come all the way over here.
You can absolutely do that. Does anyone else want to use a buff point?
Oh yeah. Can I use mine
Yeah.
to decrease his
Yes.
awareness? Since he's sort of like our our foe at the moment, a little bit
I see what you're saying.
intellectually.
Yeah, he's a... For the stance of what you guys are trying to do,
Yeah.
he is a little bit of the opposition, so to speak.
Yeah.
I want to use some of my.
Related to that, if you want to give everyone a bonus, you could.
I'm thinking. I'm looking at time, and I'm thinking that it's totally metagaming of me, but we only have a few minutes.
Yeah, go for it.
And I want to spend that buff. And since we're not going to probably be in combat in the next 8 minutes or so, I'm going to use it to give everybody a bonus.
Sounds good.
But I'm also going to spend a meta point to move myself over to the middle
I like it.
for what may need to happen.
I am also spending a meta point to move to the middle.
Yeah.
So we have a bonus now?
Yes.
Of how much?
So the way I'm going to work this, here's what we'll do.
Is there still 1 meta point left?
There's still 1 meta
I'm moving
point
to
left.
the middle as well.
Okay. So here's what I need each of you to do. I need each of you who is functioning. We're going to treat this as a skill challenge in a weird kind of opposed role way.
Okay.
So I need each one of you to look at your sheet and figure out how you would approach trying to get Nick, the pilot,
Yep.
to reveal a little bit about himself.
Yep.
Got it.
So figure out which skill you would use, etc. Then you're going to give me, then I need you to do a roll on that. Tell me if you are successful or not. And what I'm going to say is that since there is not many, we need, pardon me, I need 7 successes from you.
Okay.
Before you get to 3 failures. And assuming you can pull that off, then I'm going to help, as GM, I'm going to help Nick reveal a few things about who he is.
So what's my buff gonna do?
And
Yeah,
what's
what's
mine
the
gonna
bonus?
So each of you is getting a 3-point bonus to your roll
Okay.
because of
do? Okay.
your buff that you did.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't get that buff, right? That's for everybody else.
The others do. That's true. That you will not. However, because he's not rolling a, I'm gonna make up a defensive check for him, so to speak, right now.
So that he can have a minus to it.
Yeah,
from
I'm
mine.
basically gonna do some mind defenses for him.
And he only has a 4 mind
I'm
right
gonna
now.
use-
It's
because
for
of all
Nick
that.
though. It's for Nick and
Oh.
not for.
I'm
don't have
using
enough
my
of-
buff to move one
But
more.
I'm gonna give him a penalty to it from Jenica's, and then I'm going to give you bonuses from yours.
And
I
she-
used my buff to move one more
I
to
understand.
Rosie.
Cool. Is that all as clear as mud?
Yep.
So we get a +3 to our roll. We all pick one skill.
Correct.
Excellent.
Got it.
Ready.
Go.
Correct. So what's the skill that you're going to use?
Oh, I'm going to use my computer skill combined with my meta box to help fudge the electronic signals that are being interfered with.
I understand. To try and help him. So give me that roll.
With the +3, it is a 16. I rolled a 3.
So,
it by
you
a-
succeed
So I
by
beat
a
it
lot.
by 16.
With that penalty, I fail my defensive check. Or my mind check, if you're
Right, I
got
following
it.
all the
Yeah,
stuff. Chad, if you're confused, we're basically treating it as a skill challenge. I'm going to make them each use a certain skill to. They need to each make a skill check. It has to be different from what the others are doing for skill checks. And additionally, Nick is able to try and defend himself using his mind thing. And just to make life easy, I'm just going to do it for you, Matt, just because I have your sheet right here.
All right. Will I get a chance to act, or do I just
Sit there like a.
pretend be a pinata?
That's true. Why make you be a pinata? That doesn't seem very fair. Okay, I did that first one. You can do the defensive checks for the other ones. Woohoo!
Woohoo.
So computer check that you made. That's successful. Mr. Richard Gatling, sir. Or Crash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try. Sweet. I didn't even think about that. Nope. I'm just not thinking that way right now. I'm gonna use computer.
Okay. So you're using a different type of computer element from what?
Well, I don't know anything about his pilot,
It's fair.
or who he was, but I know that my background is from computers, so, and I have a love for those and computer games and things like that, so I'm gonna try and find something to relate to him. Keep in mind, Crash isn't real good at relating to people,
Right.
so I'm doing my best here. I just can't promise
So
results.
you're fine. Actually, since you've got that electronics, I'm gonna use the electronics element on yours and the computer element on his then.
Okay.
Computer's still in play. Okay, fire away.
So I have to roll under electronics now?
No, under your computer check.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
And
With the +3.
Oh, with the +3, yes.
Okay, so then I need a defensive check.
DCV?
And you need a, you are going to be rolling 2 D12s plus 2,
okay.
and you are at a 3-point penalty. And you're going
God.
against,
To your
you're going
mind?
against your mind.
D12 plus 5.
Yeah, you're doing a 2D12 plus 2, and you need to get an 8 or better.
Did not get that.
Okay, so that was another success.
Oh, wow. All right.
Your turn.
Excellent. Rosie.
Don't you love Oregon Trail? I love Oregon Trail.
Oh, it's the best. I always died of dysentery.
Me too.
Did you ever just go full Rambo and kill
What are you gonna
everything
do?
in a
You
hunting
have to tell
mission?
me what
No,
you're
I'll
gonna
wait.
do.
Oh, wait.
I'm listening, Rosie. You fire away.
Rosie, because we are in the Wild West,
Yep.
and I just assume that there is wood lying around.
Yes.
And also, we're in a drinking place, so I'd assume it's benches, stools.
Yep.
Rosie is going to use her carpentry skill and build a metapod out of wood,
To try and show him what a metapod
from which he
looks
can
like.
enter and stand in to see if it pops any.
Okay, you're gonna try and carve some sort of. Sure, go for it. I like it.
Something full size that you can get into?
Yeah.
Big tree.
That would
Redwoods.
take
Redwoods.
hours.
Won't happen in a round, but sure, we can work
But in a
this
few
towards the
days,
total.
we'll have something.
Okay, you're right. A few. That's right. You
Did
make
you
an
have gadgeteering on there?
No, and you make an excellent point. So I'll make a small one. I'll make a little metapod to show him.
I like it.
Fastest whittler in the West.
She is.
Whittler.
Okay, I'm gonna use my +3 from Patreon, which will take right because that's a Nike. Oh, but I get a plus. So it's +6
Yep.
basically. So 15, 6, 9. So then I beat it by 2.
Cool. I need a defensive check from Nick.
Needing, what do I need to get her better?
You need an 8 or better.
Thank you, Patreon.
But it's plus
I
2.
missed it
All right.
by 2 plus the 3 negative as well.
You need to roll an 8 or lower.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Then you successfully
You do
defended
not
yourself.
like my carpentry skills.
I'm
Okay.
using psychiatry.
Yep,
What is
go
that
for it.
strange pill-shaped thing?
I beat it by 3 plus the whatever. So 3
That's what
normally,
you're saying.
etc.
You may defend, and at this point, you're at a. I should have given you a penalty actually because it's a lot of attacks in one round.
Okay.
I would have succeeded.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So go ahead.
I failed that one pretty hard.
Okay. So I apologize. Yes, that would have succeeded because of the cumulative penalties. We're now in the next round, so
And do we
we'll
need
have
to
one
use
defense.
a new skill now?
Yep.
New skill.
The
Okay.
skill you just used is off the table.
Okay, no
So we
problem.
need 3 more skills.
May I take an action?
Sure.
Okay.
As long as it's not moving yourself closer to Avatar.
He doesn't have any points left for that.
What do I
one.
need to roll? What do I need to roll to be aware of what's happening? What they're trying to do?
You could give me a mind check, and I'll say no penalty on this. So get an 11 or better on 2d12 plus 2.
3.
Are you kidding?
Rolled a 1 and a 2. So 5.
You are very aware that they are trying to talk to Nick.
All right. In that case, may I consider them opposition?
Yes.
I want to try and commandeer Kelly with my boosted ability.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
what do I roll for this?
On a it's going to be a 2d12 plus 2 based on where you are, and you will need a 14 or better.
14 or better?
What does his buff do?
He commandeers an avatar.
Ooh, I roll a 14, but I'm going to add my plus 5 to that to beat it by 5.
And my defense?
I don't know if you get one.
It's his buff.
Yeah, I mean it's. I'm gonna say no right now because we need to work out what the rule is for that. So I'm gonna rule cool it without the official rule cool and say
Okay.
absolutely you do for a round commandeer Johnny Appleseed.
So that means I get his action, right?
Correct.
And now it's his turn, right?
Correct.
Okay, I reset myself through his engineer all the way back to Avatar and then lock the others out using his tech.
Technically, he gets access to both sides for the round too.
Does.
Well, and based on where Jebediah
He's
is
all
right now,
Jebediah,
all the
too.
way-
Oh my god.
Because I'm full on using the meta box. So if he does that and he uses the meta box,
Of course I'll use the
it's
meta box.
brilliant.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
Do I roll
but
for
it would
that?
be, he'd be using his
Nope.
computers, right?
Well, oh wait, that's true. You do need to roll. So you will be using. Yes, you'll be using Jebediah's computer roll to
Come on,
D8.
baby. Don't fail me now. 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolute.
King Teddy.
Oh.
So waffles then?
So Waffles, so you
Waffles then.
guys did manage to do some serious work at trying to get into Nick's psyche. You felt like you were making a lot of progress, and then somehow, in the middle of it, he just locked you out. You just felt completely shut down, and
That was so smooth.
That was super
that
smart.
was really smooth.
Yeah, that deserves a fist pump. That was pretty.
He
That
wins.
was pretty neat.
He wins
That was
all
solid,
points.
man. That was
So
solid.
that's where
All
we will
points.
leave. That's where we will leave that right now.
Yeah!
Is that
Well done, Matt.
dang?
Yeah, Matt.
Done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Swatted.
So we do have a couple of waffles to still hand out here at the end of the episode. I believe if you won one during the show, please send your information to Alien Knitter, and then we'll get stuff ready for next week. I know that Christian, do you want me to go? Do you want to go? How do
You go
wanna
ahead and go. Also, I wanted to remind people that that gentleman still has their Demon Hunter Slice of Life Kickstarter
Yes,
going
the
up for the
Demon
next
Hunter
few days. There's
Slice
only
of Life
there's like
Kickstarter.
3.5 days left on that, and they still have a little ways to go. So take a look at it, and if it's something you like, back it. Because it's my favorite world.
Yeah, if you don't know, Dead Gentleman Productions is kind of the mother-sister organization of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment.
Mother-sister?
But not in a weird way.
Not in a weird
Yeah.
way. It's not a
Look,
sister. wife.
You'll
It's
love it.
confusing.
Matt writes this stuff.
Yeah, Demon Hunters is a
But not this
world-
one.
But not this
Not
one.
this
but,
one.
But he created this world.
Yeah.
It's like his baby.
Not the one we all live in, but the
No.
Demon Hunters. Yeah, it is a great series though. Demon Hunters and the Kickstarter is live right now. Also, Journey Quest Season 3 is getting ready to launch.
Yep,
Not
right.
launch, but drop.
It's gonna drop right at the beginning of June. It looks like
Yes.
on their new video platform that Zombie Orpheus has.
That's amazing.
So, yes, that's true. We talked about during the opening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't say that because that was on the Zoe hype thing. There is a new Zombie Orpheus Entertainment app, Zoe Uncut, ZOE Uncut.
Oh.
And
What do you call it? Zap.
available on Droid or Android as well as Apple. It's in beta right now, but it gives you access and information about everything that we've got going on, as well as if you're at a convention that we're at, it'll tell you where we are, what all the events are, fun things like that.
It
So
has
please-
tracking on us?
Yes.
We're gonna be in Modesto in July. We're going to Gen Con.
Yeah,
It's
but
exciting
that's-
stuff.
Oh, that was all in the pre-shows. I didn't say it to any of these folks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now it's
Yeah, so in July, a bunch of us are going down to Modesto, California to do ModCon. We're doing Gamers Live there. And actually, Sarah and Maggie and Christian and Matt and myself will be there, along with Lisa Coronado, to do Gamers Live down at ModCon. In August, we'll be at Gen Con to do Gamers Live out there as well. So several of us will be out there, in addition to Matt Shimkus will be out there with us, and Steve Wolbrecht. That should be a lot of fun.
Not to mention a very special episode of Masters of the Metaverse that week.
We got to talk about that now because the schedule changed, but
Oh.
let's talk about it. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Can I take this off now?
So yes, you